The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey everyone, look at us. We did it again, another 7 days round the sun. This is WCW Deep Cuts Live. And you were here, I am there, I am Tom. Look at that. This is the first time we're trying this, I promise. Anyone watching on VOD. We didn't totally just do this over again. So again, welcome to everyone in the Erotic Eric Fontaine Fan Club, aka The Chat. Glad to have you all here tonight for another great stream here on Twitch. Again, if you're watching on YouTube VOD, you gotta join us live Tuesdays on Twitch. Hell yeah, baby. Happy birthday tomorrow to Zach. Zach is turning 23, I believe. And if he's not, let's just say he is. Anyway, speaking of the Erotic Eric Fontaine Fan Club, a lot of crossover. That's not where I want to go. There's where I want to go. Thank you to the Weirdo Empire. All the folks over on YouTube who are helping, not just backing up the channel with your eyeballs and with your words, but also your dollar bills. We appreciate y'all very much for doing that. There we go. Finally able to get the music bed down a little bit. Thank goodness. So anyway, thank you all for doing that. Now, if you want to keep the conversation going with the Erotic Eric Fontaine Fan Club 7 days a week, 365 days a year, go join the Discord. Plenty of chat going on there. And they've kind of been booking off the grid. We'll talk about that more here in the next hour or so. What's going on Off the Grid Sunday. We had a great members only stream this past Sunday, not quite wrestling. We watched celebrity boxing featuring what I have discovered just by watching with my eyeballs was a totally worked fight between Joey Buttafuoco and China. It was such a work. Now, you know what's not a work is the fact that I have a new video on YouTube. Now, I tried to put Sting in the thumbnail. I did some what they call A/B testing, and apparently the people preferred me doing that. So go check out a brief history of the Great American Bash, about 20 minutes long in length. If you've not done so already, thank you, Corey, for the kind words. Very proud of this video. Just went up on the other day, so go check that out. Now we are 5 minutes in. To answer everyone, the laptop is doing wonderful. It's doing great. As you can see with the fact that I have a moving frame around me now. I've redone almost everything in terms of frames and graphics. You'll see Sunday, but Off the Grid's gonna look completely different. Anyway, we're too far into this thing to not be watching wrestling. It's 9:05. Franchise me. Let's go. Back to 1990 World Championship Wrestling. Before they called it Saturday Nights, they just called it the name of the company. Let's go.
Vicious. Wouldn't that be something?
All right, as always, let me know how things sound, good, bad, or indifferent. Sean Drox, glad to have you here even for a second. Bill Watts was here 2 years after this, erroneous. This is a couple years before Bill Watts. This is Jim Herd. Yankee Hawk, hello, thank you for confirming that.
Surprised to see him back, but I'm sure that he will probably encounter some success.
I did get a laptop on the Starship Enterprise, yes.
And my friend the dog is back.
Oh, your friend the dog. You and the dog go way back. I wish you'd go back to the dogs where you came
It could be
from.
louder.
Okay. The Stinger is here, and
Turn it up a little bit. Problem is, I let this stuff peak in the yellow.
World Championship Wrestling brought to you in part by Western Union.
Western
Why
Union.
spend money any other way? And by the Nintendo.
I'm glad to hear that,
System.
Sriracha
Now
Jones.
you're
Thank
playing
you.
With power. And by Ruse. Shoes for your feet, pockets for your stuff.
Pockets for your stuff. Barry Horowitz in the ring. You can tell because Only one guy really does warm-ups like that. Hold on, I need audio's too loud in my ears. Turn it down to my audio. I don't know if there's a Kevin Sullivan sighting tonight. Maybe, we'll see. Barry Horowitz wearing suspenders on his tights because apparently they are too loose, therefore they're not tights, they are looses. Starting off with Brian Pillman and Barry Horowitz. Should be a good match. I think all the Ruse ads are funny. Hey, Optimum Vision. Hello, hello.
Our vantage point by Mr. Wrestling 2, who will be in the
Mr. Wrestling 2, who I believe is a convicted sex offender. So, starting off the evening, mentioning some real creeps. Yes, Tommy Dreamer did in fact steal the suspenders and tights look. There we go. Get that booty on him. I thought there was some footage of Barry Horowitz wrestling in Georgia as Bret Hart. I swear I've seen some. I swear I've seen some. Dude, Barry probably threw those suspenders at like his best friend in the front row. Because there's no way he had the money for more than like one pair. Yeah, it's a whole thing. You can Google it, but I forget the specifics, but it's real fucked up. They kind of got swept under the rug for years. Imagine that. Imagine that happening in wrestling.
Well, let's just say that that's for me to know and for you to find out. The Horseman has the Four Horsemen has a big surprise coming.
All right, thank you, Red Wolf Sam, for confirming that.
Let them just stand back and see what it's going to be all about.
Getting the evening starting off real sad and gross. I think we've watched an Owen Hart WCW match before. And we'll come all the way back around to March. We'll probably do it again. Zach, yes. Addressing the elephant in the room. The big straight edge elephants. Of course.
And he's following the footsteps of a man much like Mr. Wrestling 2.
CM Punk
Brian believes in fair play. And
told Jim Herd to stick it and gave him his belt back. We're going to put Lex Luger and Barry Windham in a cage on Raw Monday. Right.
There won't be no interference from outside because I'll see to that, and I'll guarantee you that it will be the best man win.
You think Flying Brian believes that the best man will win? Well, the best man
Cornette's talking to him like how you talk to your grandma when you like don't really have anything to say to her, but you want to be there and want her to know that you're there for her. Hey, Grandma, how's the crackers?
Collar and elbow tie-up, and Barry Horowitz back into the corner. A very underrated athlete, and a straight right hand took advantage of the officiating position there.
Ooh, right on the butthole.
Barry Horowitz is taking it to Flying Brian, and while we've got
what's the CM Punk discourse? I don't know if he's going to be long for his current employer.
None other than the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom.
Just the same thing that's happened to him everywhere else the last 10 years is happening right now. More details will probably come out soon. I've heard a lot of things. I've been told a lot of things. The DMs are hot, my friends.
We'll find out a little bit later in this 2-hour broadcast. The Legion of Doom will take on the Horsemen. And there's a big shot by Flying Brian.
Big shot by Flying Brian.
Last week, when the Junkyard Dog took on
I think, yeah, Punk will end up going to Billy Corgan's NWA. He'll get the Gathering back together, Julio and Mickey, and he'll win the world title to appease his mentor Raven. Exactly, Red Wolf Sam.
He has given Pillman a lot more trouble than some would have given him credit for being able to.
Oh my gosh. All that effort for a double axe handle. 1990, baby.
Much like the fans in Baltimore. We'll see tonight at 8 o'clock. And tomorrow afternoon, the NWA.
Big old drop kick.
3 o'clock. 3 in the afternoon in Asheville, North Carolina. 2 phenomenal cards.
Well, as you can see right there, Flying Brian.
Those are the shittiest looking punches.
Retaliating and getting a little bit of the guy's medicine right back.
Oh my
I'll tell you what,
god.
he's got a hot temper.
For like a very good wrestler, those are some of the worst punches I've ever seen. The Dusty or Ole book Pillman better. Weirdly enough, I'm gonna go Ole.
He's talking to the referee. Here may be his wake-up call. Flying Brian poised on the top.
Ole's the one that just kind of let Flair go, hey man, do what you want with him.
Flying Brian has won it.
I just want to show you, sometimes you gotta pay attention to what you're doing.
Our thanks to Mr.
And then Dusty comes in and all that gets like washed away.
Father's Day night.
Well, here you see the instant replay.
And then Brian
Horowitz violated the
starts calling Dave Meltzer every night.
Never take your eye off the ball, or
This Dustin Rhodes kid really fit on my push. His daddy's trying to push him to everyone's throats.
From the Legion of Doom.
Horsemen, we're out here right now. Have you got any guts? Are you going to accept the challenge?
Look
Within the
at
next
that man's
2 hours,
traps.
You got to show the whole world whether or not you got the guts to get in the ring with the Legion of
These
Doom.
guys are not
We don't
long
think
for the
you got it.
NWA.
Horsemen, we want you in the worst way.
They're in the
Once
WWF,
you
I believe,
get in
by
the ring with us,
August.
You're going to feel the wrath of the big boys, the Legion of Doom. Oh,
Well, you're not the big boys much longer because
Well,
you
not for you.
go away from where the big boys play. Boom, ba-da-dum. Dum, dum, dum.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to World Championship Wrestling. We're going to take a look at a recap of what happened last week involving the Junkyard Dog. One man that is not intimidated by the Horsemen. He wants to be the first black man to be the heavyweight champion of the world.
I like dogs, okay? I got two
God,
dogs, Muffy and
we
Snuffles. They're
let
at home, and they're
wrestling
nice
get away
dogs.
way
They're
too
not
long
big, mean,
with not
ugly
having a
dogs
black
with big
heavyweight
loud mouth. You and the
champion.
Junkyard Dog go way
The
back,
fact
but
that
I
that
know
was
what
still
the
a thing in
Junkyard
like
Dog can do just as
1997,
well.
1998
He's
with the
big, he's strong,
WWF.
and he don't take nothing off of nobody, but what's more, he sticks himself in places he shouldn't be, and he wants to be the first black heavyweight champion.
Could you
I think it's a great
imagine
goal for the
Jim
Junkyard
Cornette
Dog.
wearing
Ladies and gentlemen,
that
let's go
tie that
down
Jim
and
Ross
show
is
you
wearing
exactly
with that
what happened
outfit?
here last week involving the Junkyard Dog, the Horseman, specifically the world's champion, Ric Flair.
You know, there's one guy that knows what this surprise is for the Horsemen.
Oh, this angle. This angle's horrible. No.
Only you is going to be surprised.
Like, this is racist even for 1990.
Surprise crap. Who are you talking about, boy?
Oh, no.
Listen, we ain't gonna fool around here much longer.
No.
We got rid of Sting, we got rid of Luger, Mr. Norman, and everybody else.
Crap.
Now, if you don't want to get your head stuck someplace where the sun don't shine, you better be telling us what the heck is going on.
He was gonna
I
stick his
wanna
head
know
up his
now.
butt.
I want to know right now.
Yeah, I don't like it either,
who's
Stephen J.
surprised
Neptune, man.
Mr.
And it was exactly how it was meant to sound.
Let me explain something to you, boy. You
Stop
can't
it.
moonwalk 1 foot with a broken leg. So spit it out. Flair, only he's going to take care of you, buddy. When he's coming here, your day's going to be over with. I'm telling you, Ole. So we're going to rule. Who is it?
I do like JYD bringing his bag with him. Like, that's a little detail that would not have been done in most of these type of angles. I love that also that JYD snuck up on them and then just stood there. Like, he could have just walked through the entrance.
That's supposed to make me look in a different direction. You're what's gonna drink the Horseman cup. You.
Joey Buttafuoco. God, that guy sucks.
Listen, show them how we take care of people like this back in old Minnesota.
Watch this one.
Oh, Minnesota. Ew. I thought he was going to do the pounce when the Flair bounced off the ropes on the opposite end. Yeah, not calling him. Yeah. Didn't JYD smoke crack or something? I mean that's New Jack's accusation. Yeah, sweet K-Swiss shirt on JYD.
You know, last week, Four Horsemen, I made a definite impression upon the whole world. Ric Flair, Ole Anderson.
I love when I have to get wet before I cut my
I
promo.
told you time and time again, every dog needs a bone to chew on, and I found myself a natural bone. So I'm telling you this again. I'm 312 pounds.
What's the haps?
And
Is that
I'm
you,
not hard to
Sam?
find, baby. If you need air, blow inside the dog. I prayed to the
Blow
good man
inside
above
the
that
dog?
lights never go out, Four Horsemen, because if you do, I'll be the first black cowboy in history that ever rode a man all throughout the National Wrestling Alliance.
That's not
I'm here to stay.
what the world champion is. He's going to be the first black cowboy to ride a man. That's just, what? Oh, hey, it's this guy. Naker Taker. He is naked, and he is the Undertaker. Larry Santo, good old El Santo. This is before Black Scorpion.
Here, and it's 6'9", 320. It is a big explosion on Larry Santo.
The leaping ability that he has.
Mean Mark's got kind of a weird mullet here. Like, it's wet and flat, but it's also very square, which is normally when it's wet and flat, it's more round to go with the shape of your head. But apparently this man has a square-ass head. Oh my goodness, welcome Raiders! Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much, Justin, for the raid. Big leaping clothesline, baby.
Anderson, South Carolina at the Civic Center.
Did you ever hope that maybe someday he'd have a stroke?
No, I haven't ever wished that on anyone.
Well, you ought to sometime.
That's fucking insane, man.
You're too nice. Look at that stroke. An excellent stroke. The heart punch. The thing that's going to...
Hey, Low Dog. Have fun at Dynamite tomorrow. Hope you have a blast.
I live next to a cemetery.
Speculation, a lot of CMLL and Stardom performers will be there tomorrow. He is a mean one. Very mean. Heart punch is a scary move. You ever punch yourself in the heart? Shit hurts. Yeah, Rhubarb Jones in the house. Paul kind of has like a bigger version of the same mullet as old Marky. You think they're like hanging out before the show in the locker room at AAA? And Mark's like, oh, you guys do all your stuff back in my day. None of this video game shit. None of this lefty Sonic the Hedgehog bullshit. Oh, here we go. I love Tracy. I love Steve. I hate the outfits. What a team. Galaxian #1. We have to specify that it's not Galaxian #2. It's Galaxian #1. And Joe Kazana, whose boys, I believe, are the new NWA World Tag Team Champions. Yeah, I knew that Global Wars was happening in Cincinnati. I forgot which night it was, so if they're filming it both nights, that's pretty sweet. Hey, Jonathan, hello.
Friday night, Gastonia, North Carolina, and St. Petersburg, Florida at the Bay.
Right in time for Armstrong Bingo.
Orlando, Florida, the Orange County Civic Center, and Beckley, West Virginia.
A lot of racism, yes.
Don't forget,
a lot of racism in the first 20 minutes of the show. Plus, we had a sex offender. Very problematic stream thus far.
Next Sunday, 40 miles from my home of Louisville. I'm going to be in Frankfort, Kentucky with the Midnight Express next Sunday.
That's 1 week from tomorrow night.
God, those trunks suck. As was the style. That's right. That's right, Justin. We have to preface this. Racism and sex offending was the style of the time.
Here by the Southern Boys, and up goes Galaxian #1. and Tracy Smothers, along with
Again,
Steve Armstrong, comprising this.
I love that we have to preface which Galaxian it is, in case Galaxian number 2 decides to sue. Will we see ass? I sure hope so, and I hope that ass belongs to Arn Anderson.
Here on TBS, 8:05 Eastern Time is the start for Class
Hey, thank you
11.
for the
Coastal
clip,
Crush,
Total
Wednesday
Drama
night, June
Extremist.
I'll tell you, these punks have it in their mind to
And thank
challenge
you for the
United States
follow.
Tag Team Championship,
Hell yeah.
currently held by the
We are
Midnight
doing
Express.
great
They
tonight,
got a fluke
folks.
victory over us on national television when they cheated
Has Arn
before.
shown ass in an
Now they think
episode?
they're in line
In
for
my
US
mind's
title
eye.
shot. Like I said,
Every time
if
we
you think
see
you're big
him,
enough, bad enough,
I get
or
lost
smart
for a
enough,
second.
be my guest. Try for the
And not
US
because of
tag
my
title. Wow,
stupid
holy
cowlick
mackerel.
going on back
Wait a
here.
minute.
This is Danny Davis, I do believe. He moves like Danny Davis. I believe Ken Wayne is not there.
Takes the Galaxian way out of the ring, right out of the corner. And the Galaxian wants some solitude.
I'll get it. He put his head next to his crotch. Must be queer. Get it?
From the action because the
Galaxian Beta.
These guys give Southern people a bad name.
Hey, Big Papa Pump. I will holler because I hear you. Yeah, my cowlick is awful. And plus I have this thing in the front, this curl. Like, it gets out of control too. So, crazy stuff with my hair. Ken Wayne was with Burt in Kansas. Shout out Burt. He was in Kansas at this time. That's right.
He's a tremendous star all over Japan.
Hell yeah, I'm glad to have you on board. Thank you for coming along with the Raiders. Please stay as long as you would like, hopefully forever and ever and ever. To quote the boys at Blink-182, who apparently releasing a new album soon.
In just a few moments here on World Championship Wrestling. Well, I want to tell you something. We heard comments from the Junkyard Dog earlier in this broadcast.
Copenhagen is a major food group, yes.
He transcends race. He transcends color. He wants to be the first black man to be the heavyweight champion.
He
of the
transcends
world,
race and he transcends color. But folks, we have to remind you 96 times we have never had a black world champion. And he might be the first. And we will talk about that forever. The boom drop by old Steve Armstrong. Boom, boom, boom. Ken Wayne was, yes. Ken Wayne, another extremely problematic guy if you Google him. Extremely.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, in this broadcast, I'll have a special interview with Stan the Lariat Hansen, and we're going to see the bad man from Borger, Texas in action as well in this broadcast. So it's a phenomenal 2 hours here. The Freebirds are here. Tommy Wildfire Rich will be here. Jim Cornette's U.S. Tag.
There's all sorts of guys that became really, really old at the beginning of January 1990.
We'll find out a little bit later tonight.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, that's great timing to mention they've never had a black world champion as the fans are going crazy for the Confederate soldier wrestlers.
Telling them which two horsemen they were going to be facing.
That is a good position for it if you have to have one. The counterpoint, you should not have to have one. Is it Danny? Yeah, it is Danny. That's what I thought.
Turn into the body and a reversal there, the overhand wrist lock, and the masked man with a handful of hair regains the advantage.
Get out of the way, Mike Atkins.
Quick movement in this contest. High leapfrog by Steve Armstrong. And he caught him around the
yes, they would become the Young Pistols. They would just cover themselves in like golden gift wrapping.
Also in this program, the world's
because somebody figured out, oh, it's a bad idea to have these guys wearing Confederate soldier costumes.
Scott Steiner in one-on-one competition.
Well, that's the thing, Ash, is every small mask wrestler in American wrestling in that era was Danny Davis. Even if it was two small masked guys wrestling each other, he would just run really fast back and forth.
For their World Tag Team titles. A lot of fans said,
exactly, boss man. They take off the Confederate flags and they turn heel. Brady Boone, yes, that's a good one. Brady Boone also portrayed a few of the small masked men. God, they would have. If JYD won the belt, they would have been out there clapping along with them. Yeah, so we can't, they can't have racist asses anymore. So we have to at least appeal to the rednecks by calling them guns.
annihilated there by Steve Armstrong. Tracy Smothers up on top. Whoa! Flying elbow off the top rope.
Tennessee Jawjacker, baby.
And they put another one in the W column.
I miss WCW too. That's why we do these streams every Tuesday. Zero Gravity Hard On.
Before we go to the special feature on a man coming to the
Tracy
NWA,
doing the
Big
hoop,
Van
hoop, hoop.
Once again,
Got it to Arsenio.
On the Georgia Jawjacker, they come at you from every direction at 100 miles an hour. The Southern boys to face the fabulous Freebirds at the Clash.
You think Joe Kazana used to go around telling people he was Stan Lane?
Fans, he's over 400 pounds. Big Van Vader on his way to World Championship Wrestling.
In no other profession, like right before you start with a new company. Hey, this is Steve. He's the new HR guy. He's 248 pounds. And then he walks in the room. Only in wrestling do they announce your weight before you start somewhere. This guy's 400 pounds! Me too, Minister of Entertainment / Wrestling. That's why I love AEW. Such WCW vibes. Vader should have never lost the skull on a stick. I think most scary wrestlers should have a walking stick. Also, I don't remember Vader doing the walk over the top rope. This is probably going to get my stream killed and my channel taken down because it's New Japan footage. And that's what happens. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Well, one of the biggest, one of the meanest, and
The
one of
world's strongest
roughest
man,
stars
Jim
in the history of
Cornette.
professional wrestling is the bad man from Borger, Texas. None other
Now I
than
want to see
Stan
Jim
Hansen.
Cornette do all
He
those
uses that
competitions, like
lariat
have him
to
pick up
literally
that
knock
big
the head
rock.
off every opponent he gets in the ring with, and he's invaded the NWA, and he is here to do you know what and take
I'll
names.
leave
And
that
brother,
to
knowing
Excalibur,
Stan
Big
Hansen,
Pop
I know
Pop.
he's going to do exactly
Yeah.
that. Now, Jim Ross recently had the opportunity to talk, or should I say, listen to Stan Hansen, and I know he wasn't very pleased about
Stan
the results.
Hansen,
Let's take a
who
look at the
rules.
interview
I
with Jim
deemed him
Ross
as
and Stan,
ruling
the
this
Lariat
past
Hansen.
Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, about to
If you
spend some
missed
time here
it.
momentarily with a great athlete from West Texas State University, a tremendous football player, but he's always had a problem with discipline. 6'3", 320 pounds.
And then Jim
a man
Ross
that basically
puts
has
on the
been
leather
exiled from
latex
United
suit.
States wrestling.
I will
Stan
discipline him
the
now.
Lariat Hansen. And I know that our fans are interested in where have you been competing in the last several years?
I've been in the third world. That's where I've been. I've been out there with the Peace Corps people.
Thank you, Yankee
I've been
Hawk.
out there fighting out there in the third world representing the United States and the state of Texas. And you know why? Because all these promoters here in the United States would want somebody to say,
I've told
yes,
it before.
sir.
I said it on
No,
social
sir.
media before. When I was a
Yes,
kid, I
sir.
didn't know
Well,
what
Stan
dip
Hansen's
actually
never
looked
been
like when it was
guy.
in your
And I
mouth.
go and I do what I want overseas.
Like my brother
But now
chewed, but he
back
would
in
never
here,
chew it
and
in the
I'm back
house.
in
My
here
mom
in
would
the
make him spit it
NWA,
out.
and all the other wrestlers are gonna have to deal
So when I was a
with me.
kid, I thought Stan
One
Hansen
question
was
I gotta
eating his
ask
own
you is,
poop.
why are you back? Is there someone specific, or what is
Jim
exactly
Ross
reason you're
mentions a
back here,
football
Stan?
career.
It's called a statute of limitations. They tried to suspend
Peace
me.
Corps
They
Pro
barred
Wrestling.
me from
Could you
the United
imagine
States.
Bryan Danielson
But
and
that's
Stan
okay.
Hansen in the Peace
They
Corps?
took food off my table. They took food out of my hands.
Hey,
But I'm
Cecil
back,
Nix is
and
in the
I'm back
house
because
from
the
Mystery
state's
Wrestling.
laws to protect
Go check
somebody
him
like
out.
me.
The Mystery
And I'm
Wrestling
back, and I'm
Patreon.
gonna
This
run
past
roughshod anywhere,
Sunday, he
in
wrestled
any way I want to.
John
One hole that we
Mystery,
have to talk
aka
about. It's the most
Johnny
feared hole in
TV,
wrestling, the
aka
Lariat of
Johnny
Stan
bunch of
Hansen.
names,
Boy, he's got a bone for me to
aka
pick.
John
Lariat.
Morrison, I guess
That's
is the most
exactly what
famous,
this is. Everybody's trying to use
in
it.
a 25
Everybody's
count
trying to
match. Go
perfect
check
it.
that out on
But
the
I'm
Mystery
one who
Wrestling
started it.
Patreon.
I'm
It
the
was a
one who
hoot.
kicked out of the States because it was the nastiest, most
He's been
vicious
tongue
hole.
punching a
And
fart
the Lariat
box.
is back,
I love
and they're
that
gonna have to
saying.
deal with it.
Love
The
that saying,
wrestlers
Glitter
are gonna
Dust
have
Girl.
to deal with it. And this too. And
Diesel was this
too.
close
Ladies
to
and gentlemen,
pinning
there you hear it from
a
one of the most
WWE pay-per-view main
unpredictable
eventer.
athletes in wrestling, Stan,
He was
the
one
Lariat Hansen.
count away.
How many years has it been since he's been in the States?
I absolutely do not know. Look at the
Wow,
size
the
of this
backpack
guy.
idea was
He
all
is so
John's. I
broad
love the
across
backpack
back, you
because
couldn't
it's
see
the
around
WCW
him with
Hunchback
a
idea.
periscope. Paul Drake. He's
That's
meeting
a
two
thing Jim
Pauls
Hurd wanted to do
tonight.
with the
He met
Hunchbacks.
Paul
If they have
Eaton
round
Eaton
backs, you can't pin them down.
And now he's meeting Paul Drake in the ring. And Drake is no slouch. He's
Oh
a
my
fine
gosh.
young built man. He is.
I like Hansen's style. Oh, I'm amazed that he's here. Because I don't.
Paul Drake, sexy little middle-aged boy man.
Not Stan Hansen, brother. He's nothing but violence. Look at those kicks.
Boy, he bangs him out of the ring. And Paul Drake, you can see how well muscled Drake is, but I gotta tell you, this guy's reputation for being a
Also,
devastator.
it's been like 5 minutes since that World's Strongest Man teaser, so we can only assume that either Paul Drake, Stan Hansen, or Jim Cornette is the World's Strongest Man.
You would know real quick what kind of man Stan Hansen is in about 30 seconds. And I think
I know
Paul
you
Drake's
stick it.
finding out exactly what kind of man Hansen is.
Vander? What if his name was Vander?
Down with 2 of those elbows, had him mashed into the mat, lifted him up on the count of 2, drives that knee lift into him, and Paul Drake, for all of the things that he has,
all those
going
knee
for
lifts
him,
look gnarly.
has just not been able to get off the mark with Stan Hansen.
There's nothing pretty about Stan Hansen.
I kind of think he chopped him a little bit in the face. Yeah, Stan Hansen was kind of in and out during, like, between Japanese tours. So, like, if you missed him, it's because he was gone. But he would pop in and out.
He gets in there and
Yeah, Paul Drake's getting the shit beat out of him. I don't think he has much of a choice.
Are you watching this?
Yeah.
Hey, stop it.
Luger, Sting, what do you think about this guy?
Stan Hansen.
Jimmy Garvin's soundtrack. Sounds?
Home
Oh,
crying right now.
is.
You know what's funny is Paul Drake, as you guys well know, has been doing quite well in the past few weeks. He's really improved.
I always love when announcers would be like, oh man, this enhancement guy you've never seen win. He's been on a hot streak these last few weeks on an untelevised show.
And took his head apart. Drops with the elbow. I hope he finishes it right here. 1, 2, 3. He did.
I mean, if you're going to make the song, you got to play it all day. The lariat, and now he's got a rope. See, I don't think he has a problem with discipline. I just think he wants to be the Dom.
He's not finished yet.
He finished him, and now he's trying to absolutely humiliate him.
God, could you imagine?
He's dogging him now.
Could you see him
He would kink play with Stan Hansen.
I'd like to see him do it to Sting.
I'd love to see Stan Hansen tie up Sting. And then maybe give him some little spanks on the butt. And then maybe edge him a bit. Maybe ruin an orgasm for him. Oh my God.
Doug Furnace, originally from Commerce, Oklahoma, the
Dios.
hometown of Mickey Mantle. Will take on the Green Shadow, but a man that's from Borger, Texas. We just got an eyeful. And I want to tell you, I don't know of any athlete I've ever been around that's more out of control, more brutal, and more sadistic than Stan the Lariat Hansen.
Oh, this guy's my favorite.
After that interview, Jim?
Yeah, Doug Furnace was here for a few months.
He tells it like it is.
I've never heard it a fart called a Green Shadow, but I believe it.
Finally outlived the statutes of limitations. He's been fined, not refined.
Oh my gosh!
What a football block by Furnace.
He blew through the Green Shadow.
Out of that suit and somebody onto it. Looks like
I can't get over the Green Shadow when he's announced going.
He's been suspended.
Like,
he's been put
yeah,
away.
I know. I know, man. I don't want to watch me either.
Done to him that a human being could have, and he is still one of the baddest motor scooters walking the face of this earth.
One of the baddest motor scooters. Shut your mouth, Jim
I certainly
Cornette.
believe him. He is an awesome force. We look forward to seeing him again.
I don't know if Doug was supposed to be TV champ, but I would believe
The man that
it.
has
Like,
held 30 world records in powerlifting, Doug Furnace.
God, look at his thighs.
What a great agile athlete he is.
Oh, wow.
Adjustment right there. High elevated.
God, Doug Furnace was such a freaky athlete, man. Look at that.
Whoa, right into that
Oh,
football tackle.
jeez.
He just knocked the Green Shadow for all kinds of different loops. He's seeing sparkly things right now. This Doug Furnace.
Oh, those were the days when you couldn't download characters in the wrestling games. You had to, like, actually sit there and do all this shit yourself. Or, like, you would look up, like, people would post the formulas for, like, how they did, how they made the guys, and then you would do it completely wrong and it would just look like shit. He looks like Lucha Kermit the Frog. Oh no, that armbar.
At the University of Tennessee. You mean there's
What a weird way to do a Fujiwara
armbar. A brother
armbar.
named Mike that's coaching professional football in Italy. And they were
Like,
great
yeah, seriously. He's, like, legit got a case at this point for the world's strongest man. But he's also out there doing all these sweet-ass flips.
To compete every time he puts on the wrestling boots. He grew up on a farm, huh?
Dude, those formulas drove me crazy because I would see everyone posting, oh, these are so realistic, they're so good. And then mine would look like somebody melted the guy.
You're sadly mistaken. Furnace now turning over. Grain shot in the Boston
Doug
Crab.
Furness here in this era kind of looks like he has no depth perception of where the ropes are.
Furness, 30 world power
Mickey Mantle's a
lifting
fine
records in
athlete,
his
but he could not
powerlifting
do a
career.
backflip off
He's
the
only
top
been wrestling
rope.
about 3 years now.
No offense
After
to him.
college, he went into the powerlifting circuit and set all those world records, and now he's trying his luck right here. And as Jim Cornette so I definitely put it, you don't see a man that possesses his strength.
A wrestler with
and his
shitty depth
quickness and
perception would be a good
agility in one
gimmick.
package.
And I think the most outstanding feature of
Never
Furness is
wins,
those
even though his
legs. If you
moves
look,
are
his
really
legs
good
are
because
as
he
big
always
around
puts his opponent
thighs,
by
as
the
big around
ropes.
his waist. That's something you don't often find.
Oh.
His legs are his most
Oh my
powerful feature. That guy
gosh.
gets that tremendous moving
Dude.
ability.
Chill it out with the
And
body
speaking of
slam a
leaping, I'm
little
going to
bit.
jump from one subject to another. I know you're going to have a talk with the Horsemen later on before their match with the Legion of Doom. They're going to be talking about this situation.
Yeah, old
with the
Crazy
Junkyard
Steve.
Dog. He says he
He
wants
was
to be
legally blind.
the
So was
first
Dan
black
Hansen,
world
actually.
heavyweight champion. There's never been one in 85 years. Flair says over my
Yeah,
dead
listen,
body,
if
brother, because you're
a
not
wrestler
gonna
had
make
a
me
past
the
in
scapegoat
motocross
after
like Vanilla
85
Ice did the other night, oh my gosh. On a celebrity boxing we watched on the members only stream, Jim Ross would have been all over that.
He's one of the most explosive athletes in the sport today. There's
That drop kick, unreal.
Furness, the world's strongest man. Lateral
He's
press,
essentially
leg
just
break by
doing a
Vickers in the
backflip
book.
off of his opponent. Doug Furness in like 2015 Super Indies, that dude would have been signed after 3 months and like the NXT champion. I think that's, I love Paul. Paul's a friend of the channel. Paul's one of my favorite wrestlers for the last 20 years. Paul had a clip of Bob Mould and the boys playing Bad Street USA in a basement in Minneapolis in 1984. Posted it on my socials yesterday. Hi, people. Hello. Dude, Doug Furness in 2006 Ring of Honor would have broken the space-time continuum with how great he would have been. Tim Powerhouse Parker.
Fans, while we had the opportunity, remember the big one in the Omni is Father's Day night, 7:30 starting time in the
The
Omni.
Rip-Off Cream
Chip Burnham signed a
Team.
tremendous
Hey,
card
Refs as
for the
Wizards.
Omni Father's Day night. Mr. Wrestling 2 will referee the big main event. Ric Flair and Barry Windham to meet.
Dude, Andy Paul Burchill, the hype around that dude in like 2004 was unreal. This guy's so big. He's like as big as Brock Lesnar, and he does a standing Spanish fly. You guys have to see him. And then he comes to America, and he's like maybe 6 foot. And like WWE made him lose a bunch of weight. Like he's barely bigger than a cruiserweight. It's just everyone in England was 5'5".
So on the way to my favorite restaurant.
Yeah, Michael Hayes in this era is just gross.
Boy, the Freebirds came out here and just turned things upside down.
Michael Hayes did not give up the moonwalk. I'm surprised we haven't seen it yet.
We'll see what the Freebirds call him.
Oh, shit, there is a fight in the audience. Hell yeah.
My good friend, Mr. Wonderful.
There's a cop going on. Does that cop have his gun out?
I might say in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Like his hand was kind of like, oh shit, someone, oh fuck. Why did they leave this match in? Why did they leave? Oh my god.
I just got a feeling that, like I said earlier.
Okay, cut back to Hard Game, guys.
You know, myself, Sting, Junkyard Dog, Luger, and these people, you know, we're forming a family now. And like I said,
Michael Hayes is telling them, we're staying here. There's shit going down. Yeah, that's one of the crazier looking crowd fights I've ever seen. People are like falling down the bleachers. That's like an NFL crowd fight.
Oh, please, I'm over here. I'm using 3 and 4 handkerchiefs trying to soak up all these tears. Fair play and sportsmanship.
Oh my gosh, Jerry Price.
Mr. Wonderful, you have just admitted,
dude, does he have bad depth perception?
And Luger and Sting and the Steiners and all these guys, you are joining a gang of your own to
yeah, fuck the Freebirds. I want to see what's going on in the crowd.
You better than they are.
Oh my god, Burt would totally have sold tickets. Brought those people back next Saturday, Bleacher Street Fight.
Corny, something you wouldn't know anything about. Character.
Hey, I'm a character.
Why is everyone fucking running into Mike Atkins? Michael Hayes should know better. That fight was such a ruckus. The entire crowd has to get back to their seats.
We're talking about these people that...
I thought he was going to set him, Paul.
Like, it's not just a little section. Everyone's walking back to their seats.
I want to say something to you about the Clash of Champions coming up June the 13th. You, on your first big match since returning to the NWA, a place that you dominated for a long time in the past.
Burt would have also said, we are 13 minutes into the crowd fight. No winners yet. It is grueling.
You have bitten off a little bit more than I think anybody could chew if you think your debut in the NWA is going to be a victory over a guy like Arn Anderson.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm no fool. I know exactly what I've bit off. And I know exactly the way.
It must have been so pleasant to give Jimmy Garvin a headlock with that puffy hair, and like headlock on a pillow.
Into this match. And Arn Anderson, he has made a name for himself, and he has put out a lot of people, but he can't do it by himself. Let's see what he does with me, Mr. Wonderful. See what he does.
Oh shit, that's Paul Orndorff, or Orndorff as everybody calls him, except for the Floridians. Oh my gosh! Jimmy Garvin auditioning for All Japan.
I'm fully aware that he's got 3 or more of his
I was trying to figure out who that was on commentary. I had like 5 different guys in mind, and none of them were Paul Orndorff.
Right now. You're going to see to that. You're going to see in the very near future.
Michael Hayes sending powerhouse Tim Parker for the roll.
Oh shit! Michael Hayes, giant piece of shit, but a great punch.
The wild-eyed Southern boys on that big card that Paul Orndorff will wrestle Arn Anderson.
I think AJ was like a child at this point, but also he wasn't a wrestling fan as a kid. He wouldn't have been there.
Right.
There are another couple of guys that if they can jump on one guy, that's the way they like it.
Well, there again, Jim, you know, all this is going to come to a big such stop. People are sick and tired.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Mr. Wrestling number 2 again, maybe Thunderbolt Patterson.
People are concerned.
Lots of people who are not Paul Orndorff. Flash
And
Orndorff.
I'm going to be a part of it, and I'm going to make some waves out there. There's going to be some people pay some dues, and there's only one way to do it.
People paying some dues. Holding tryouts for the power plant at the Omni.
You got to earn it the old-fashioned way, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Mr. Cornette.
Has anyone else gotten that Birchall type hype and went nowhere? Gosh. I mean, not by his own accord, but I saw someone mention Peter Cassar earlier. He got that hype out of nowhere and then broke his neck and didn't go anywhere. Gosh.
I just don't know whether you can stop.
There has to be somebody else.
Horseman has been around a while, and I haven't. But the fact of the matter is I am around right now, and today is what's happening right now.
Hey, Michael, what's the finish?
I really am.
Here comes the DDT. Jimmy Jam just planted Tim Parker and the bird.
Sean O'Haire, I mean, he was a world tag champ. I don't think he became like the guy like we thought he was going to, but like Paul Burchell's peak was either as a pirate or that he was fucking his sister.
To meet the Southern Boys of the Clash, June 13th, this DDT has put Powerhouse Parker down and out for the count. And now, without further ado, let's go to Jim Ross in a special interview with those black-eyed Southern Boys.
What's that supposed to mean? Why did you put the jacket back on?
Steve Armstrong, Tracy Smothers, gentlemen.
Take off the jackets at least. And again, I know that it's his initials, and we didn't refer to it with the initials back in the day, but always bad vibes to see someone with SA right by their crotch.
Because we got nothing to lose here in this territory, and we're going to make it count.
In this
All right, I'll tell
territory.
you something. They're a great team, Tracy. You know that.
You know, you got that right, Mr. Ross. You know, this is the Southern Boys' big chance. This is our first opportunity on nationwide TV. And I'm going to tell you this, Jim Ross. I'm telling you, I'm telling all these great folks out here, we're a couple
Like
of
Tracy's
Southern-born,
mimicking, like he's
Southern-bred
imitating
thoroughbreds,
somebody, but I
guaranteed
can't
not to
tell
rust,
who. But also, that's
cause
just
that
how
done
Tracy talked.
Ben Breaker Splinter, and we were born on a mountain, and we were raised in a cave. Women in wrestling is all we crave. On our tombstone,
Women
to be
in
seen,
wrestling.
There'll lay the bones of that old tag
He
team
wants to
machine.
sit in the
Steve
closet and watch
Armstrong, Tracy Smothers. Just
Bambi
remember,
and Peggy Lee
American by birth
Leather.
and Southern by the grace of God.
Fans, we're back with a Horseman right after this.
Eiffel Tower over Jim Ross. I don't think it was a Dukes of Hazzard thing. If it was, they would have not been wearing Confederate soldier
Ladies and gentlemen, we
costumes.
will see in just a little while here on World Championship
I love the
Wrestling.
aesthetics
It'll be Arn
here.
Anderson and Barry Windham
Barry and
taking on the
Arn
Road
in their
Warriors.
ring gear.
In just
leather jackets, warm-up jackets, and then Sid is wearing a full tuxedo. Why? Because he wanted to.
Of one unit, the Four Horsemen. Now they've beat them all.
Like they bought Sid a tux for the initial Four Horsemen like debut promo, and then he just wore it for like 3 months. Like Sid looks bonkers in a tuxedo.
I see two human beings, and any human being can bleed.
Look at him.
And it can be beat. The Four Horsemen of the 90s are bigger,
Sid's going to the
stronger,
opera.
with more experience. We have been
God, I wish they would have done a Sid Vicious Elegante tuxedo match.
short few minutes. We're going to show you exactly why we are the elite. Right there. Tell them to go.
Right there.
You know, the Road Warriors have considered themselves invincible as far
Sid
as
probably would have been the best Chippendale dancer.
They challenged the Horsemen to a match right here on national television. And I, for one, being a Horseman, have never
Hey,
backed away from
Ghetto,
any type of challenge, and
you've
I know
missed
Arn hasn't. So we have picked up the pride of the
racism
Horsemen,
and
we are going out to
multiple
face the
sex
Warriors
offenders
give them a lesson
and
show
a
them
really
just
good crowd
how
fight.
invincible they are.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Big fan of them only having room for 3 horsemen at a time on the stage. So when Flair walks in, they gotta leave.
Get the front row like everybody else should have, because in a very short period of time, the Horsemen are going to put the Road Warriors in their place. And let me say something.
And that place is the World Wrestling Federation.
You jumped on a lot of people in your illustrious career, but today, at the hands of Arn Anderson and Barry Windham, the Road Warriors will
It looks like he's wearing a loofah on his head.
to stay all night and to stay a little
A little longer.
Woo!
There you hear it, ladies
So
and
he stays all
gentlemen.
night and then a few hours into the
We'll
morning.
have it for you. But right now, let's
He does look like a
breakdown
poodle.
Tony
Yes, I
Gillum.
can see that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following
There we go, the Midnight Express.
making their way to the ring area.
They are insomniacs.
Jim Cornette leading the United
You know
States
those are the
Tag
US
Team
tag titles because they say USA on them in red, white, and blue.
Once again,
That
proving he
is
one of sports' greatest managers.
no, that is Pat Rose, and of course the patron saint of enhancement wrestlers, Lee Scott. Dingo, oh, St. Louis Dingo. I don't know if Dingo got like the Burchell hype, but there was a period in the Midwest where people really thought Dingo was gonna be like Bryan Danielson. It didn't hurt that he like looked exactly like Bryan Danielson.
Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, the United States Tag Team Champions, who will defend those titles against
Pat
one of the
Rose,
greatest teams and a team that may be the
everybody's
hottest team right now in World
favorite
Championship
friend of Arn
Wrestling.
Anderson.
Speaking of the Rock and Roll Express, Rock and Roll Express will challenge the Midnight Express.
I always thought these were the best tights that the Stan Lane era Midnights had. I always liked the neon green on them. Lee Scott does kind of look like Randy Hills. That's an astute observation, Boy
It's going
Nimrod.
to be a big one, and it will happen live. You'll see it as it happens.
Yeah, shout out to
here
Jim
on
Cornette.
TBS.
I listened to a little bit of something. He said that they called him like 2 days before. A bit of an abrupt, hey, could you please do this? But he didn't shit on Tony, which is good. Which is my favorite version of the Midnights. Condrey and Eaton were the best. The overall best. But I think Eaton and Lane were the best in the NWA / WCW / Crockett universe. Worst wrestling gear I've ever. Oh, P.W. Anderson doesn't touch some of the shit we've seen on here. I mean, Green Shadow is pretty rotten. And I don't even know if he's the worst ever.
We'll be telling you all about that big card.
Best Freebirds. Michael, Terry, and Buddy.
Braves play the Padres tomorrow. There'll be no NWA main event tomorrow afternoon.
I kind of like the Regal lady bathing suit. The black one with the little, like, frilly design.
Great young competitor.
Ugh.
Always giving it his all. Sweet stand that neck vice and then a snap mare.
I love that Lee Scott's like, hey, just do anything with my body. I don't care. Lee Scott, as we've mentioned before on these streams, current Juggalo, according to his Instagram account. Went on to be a Hollywood stunt. I think he was a Hollywood stuntman while he was wrestling, but then he really went full-time into it after he stopped wrestling. There's a lot of random Midwest indie dudes for you to look at, Cecil, that just flamed out. Quit Carter Gray, he was one. First dude I ever saw do a standing shooting star press.
Beautiful Bobby ramming the head of Lee Scott into the top turnbuckle.
I always had a soft spot for Bastion Booger's gear because we had this like old volleyball in our backyard when I was a kid, and it had just been rained on and out in the snow and just gone through so much weathering that it looked like Bastion Booger's ear texture. So I always kind of liked Bastion Booger's tights. Josh Abercrombie, who is still wrestling in Michigan, training guys as well. Josh Abercrombie was really good for a period.
Here on World Championship Wrestling as they dominate Lee Scott at this point in time in the match.
Oh, another great punch from Bobby Eaton. Hell yeah, baby.
Kicking Lee Scott outside.
What if Lee Scott just takes like an incredible bump for Jim Cornette for no reason? Oh, that's awesome, Nathan. Yeah, I've been told his kids are getting around these days.
We've talked about Paul E. dangerously getting laryngitis. Wouldn't it be terrible if James E. got the same case? Always
worst color for tights, brown.
We cannot say anything
brown.
or wrestling ability of his team. They are a phenomenal
I saw someone mention those Shawn Michaels 2002 Elimination Day chamber trunks. Yeah, no, can't do brown. White is bad if you are wrestling in a dirty territory. Like there's the famous Ray Sikosis ECW match where Sikosis takes a bump on the floor at the ECW arena wearing all white, and he comes up and he's brown. It's disgusting. Yeah, Colonel Parker also turned his white gear brown that one time. Yep. I think yellow can work on occasions. White with the Memphis Peace stain would be nasty, yes. I think white looks like whitey tighties if you style them a certain way. Like Bryan Danielson used to wear white trunks for a period, and they look like underwear. Take a shot for the Memphis Piss stain. I know the two that were actually brothers are still wrestling. Vito and Brandon / Paul. I think Sal's out of the business. Vito and Brandon were always the Bubba Dudleys of the Tomasellis.
A little bit later in this broadcast, they hit them high and they hit them low. And they'll go with all they've got at the Clash of Champions Wednesday night, June 13th, when they meet the
high-low is always
here on TBS.
You gotta hit it right in order for it to look good. They hit it right there. There's some guys that do the high-low that it looks like shit. I think Vito is he works for the bare knuckle boxing group. I think I saw a picture of him on Facebook. Like he's like he does some job that is not fighting. Wildfire Tommy Rich against our boy Nasty Ned Brady with the ladies bathing suit strap. on the back of the singlet.
I want to say a special hello to all the fans in Asheville, North Carolina, where he will be, along with many other great stars of the NWA,
That song,
including the Horsemen.
Tommy Rich needed all the help he could get in 1990 to not seem like an old homer. That song ain't helping him.
In the Omni on Sunday, June 17th. A spectacular card.
Nasty Ned Brady.
I can't wait for that.
He rules because he looks like the villain in a Schwarzenegger movie.
Fans watching our broadcast in the Atlanta area, they're on sale at all Turtles locations.
But not like the main villain, like the guy you killed before the main villain.
Get your tickets early. I know a lot of Wrestling 2 fans will be there to see.
He's like the guy that you kill so you can get into the door of the warehouse that the villain is hiding in.
He'll be refereeing a big main event involving the Junkyard Dog and Lex Luger in tag team action versus the Horsemen.
Yes, Winborn, exactly.
That's on Sunday night, June 17th in the Omni. We hope you'll plan on being with us. If you're in the
I'll plan on being there. Probably won't be able to make it though, because I don't have a time machine. Oh no, I see it though, Rudrick. Tommy Rich looking like Jimmy Savile. Yeah.
Well, if you take a look at Tommy Rich's back, it looks like he's been suntanning in a microwave.
Good call, Stagwire. Yes, I see that.
Nasty Ned is not above using that to his advantage. Let's remember that Wildfire Tommy Rich will be taking on Bam Bam Bigelow with his manager Sir Oliver Humperdinck in another single confrontation.
I bet he said a mother single confrontation. Like, what is a mother single confrontation? Yeah, Tommy's only 34 here, man. Yeah, he seems like he's old as shit. Again, I'm telling you, January 1st, 1990, the clock hits midnight, and like half the guys on this roster just become old fucks. Yeah, Arnold's the guy, like, you have all the henchmen lined up. He's the guy that Arnold grabs and, like, uses his arm to shoot the other guys. I don't think the Tomasellis were the God, what are their names? They did a mask gimmick for the ICP for a bit. I forget the name. They had like Skida masks with the horns. They were the Iron Saints unmasked. But no, they had a mask gimmick for JCW that was not the Iron Saints.
What we've been saying all along was true. We're still the greatest tag team of all time.
Not the Ring Riders. The Ring Riders, I believe, was either Zero Gravity or the Irish Airborne.
Right hand by Nasty Ned, and delivered a couple of big right-handed blows himself. Nasty Ned calling timeout. He's used his allotment. There are no timeouts left for him in this one.
No timeouts left, so he had some?
After I saw that footage,
yeah, Ring Riders was Irish Airborne. I think Zero Gravity briefly did Ring Riders too.
I understand that. Maybe we'll see more pretty quick in the future here on TBS.
The Haters, thank you, Nathan. Yes, they were the Haters.
Very soon into the NWA. A couple of guys like
the Tomasellis were the Haters in JCW. But that's such a JCW tag team heel name. The Haters.
And Wrestling 2 and JYD and the Steiners and all these other guys to think that they
get your fingers out of his nose, you weirdo.
The Horsemen don't need any help, but they certainly got some available.
Nice neck breaker followed by an elbow by Tommy Rich. Nasty Ned. That lanky frame kicks out.
That lanky frame, baby.
Rich, who will, as Jim Cornette mentioned, take on the Beast from the East. Bam, bam,
could you imagine all the drugs that have been in and out of Tommy Rich's body in his life? Like if he actually sat there and counted the ounces and the milligrams.
He is a crusher.
You think it's something in the water, Jim? These guys are getting bigger and badder every day.
Yes, in the water. The anabolic water.
He looks almost like he came from Mars. And you know, President Bush said that he was going to put a man on Mars in 1992. But Dan Quayle said, no, no, no. I'm going to be on that ticket anyway.
Well, lateral press by Rich. Right
Cornette's political stuff's gotten a little bit better through the years.
Hold him down, but he came right back up into the arm bar. Great wrestling there by Tommy Wildfire Rich. I tell you, this crowd is anxiously awaiting.
Tommy Rich got some wild-looking sex hair here.
because the Road Warriors and the Horsemen will hook it up for supremacy a little bit later in this program exclusively here on TBS. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing us to be a part of your home.
The Indiana colony on Mars. That's where I'm at. Look around me.
Oh, he is snapping Ned Brady around like a very small
stabbing
tree branch
thing.
in a high wind. That head was flipping and flopping. You know,
He was fluffing and flopping?
the Legion of Doom.
I think fluffing is not the word you were looking for, Jim.
We don't know the two men that they're going to wrestle. Well, who do you think, Jim?
Well, they were out here dressed. I'm assuming it's Arn Anderson and Barry Windham. That's what they talked about.
It'd be funny if it was Sid. Sid wrestled the Road Warriors in that tuxedo.
Give me that hot dog out of your pocket.
Wait a minute, you can't have my
Give me that
hot
hot dog out of your pocket. What?
I was in the process
Jim,
of putting my Midnight Express on.
Save the dirty talk for the bedroom, buddy.
In other words,
Give me that hot dog out of your pocket.
Rich blocked that Irish whip. Tommy Rich now faking Nasty Ned right off his feet. Nails him with the elbow. And a drop kick by Wildfire.
Whoever timed this show out is like, hey, if you're not under contract, this is your night.
Well, the way Tommy Rich is hitting Ned Brady, if he doesn't go down.
Big fan of the guy in the crowd with like the baby girl necklace and his hair tied back.
To see all the great wrestling fans in the Anderson, South Carolina area.
Nasty Ned's gonna become the first Nasty World Champion.
We expect a record-setting
Oh man, I disagree, Glitter Dust Girl. I love the name Nasty Ned. I think it's a great wrestling name.
And I know that over 30 stars will be on hand on that big event Monday night.
Hey, so we're 9 minutes in. Let's just start the match over. Let's start back at the lockup.
Cheap chip just before the program went on the air. I told him reserve a couple of tickets because Anderson, South Carolina is.
Yeah, that's been the theme tonight. Everything's just way longer than I expected.
And I know they're going to want to be there.
Including that hot dog that was in Cornette's pocket.
Tommy looking really great.
We're here in minute 21 of this match. Or NWA Worldwide.
Back in the hunt. He wants a chance at the heavyweight championship of the world. Junkyard Dog.
Well, if you get that hot dog in his pocket, you can get him off
He looks to be
while you're
about
fluffing
315,
him.
310. He's all man too, I'll tell you. And you'll have to agree with that.
They just started the match over.
Despite any
They're like, we don't know where we're going with this. So if y'all sit with us, we're just gonna do our whole match again.
That he is one of the biggest and one of the strongest men in professional wrestling. And he
Yeah, that is weird. Nasty Ned's like dry as hell. And Tommy Rich is over there looking like he ran through the Sahara Desert.
Tommy Rich, good counter move. Into the head scissor on Nasty Ned.
I kind of wonder if maybe that was it. Like they sent them out to the ring and told them, hey, we got to cut out the Freebirds match. Did you guys go along? And then nobody just edited anything out of the Freebirds match. What the fuck was that slam?
Didn't get all that elbow, and Tommy Rich.
I mean, he got all of it. It's just Tommy was supposed to move.
Sends Nasty Ned for the ride. One to the breadbasket there. Right hand buried deep.
Boy, I tell you, he was lucky he got out from under some of that elbow because Nasty Ned was
Nasty Ned, like, in canon, looks like a beast here. Hell yeah, Thez press. It only took him 17 minutes to defeat the guy that everyone beats. That is exactly what this is, Cecil. Wait, what are we doing? Oh, fuck.
Now let's go to Jim Ross with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and the Stinger.
Still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the Road Warriors take on the Horsemen, and it will be Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff at the Clash of Champions.
I love that right before they went to shoot the promo,
You better believe it. You know what else
Sting was like, hey man, we should take off our shirts. And Paul's like, man, I'm good.
He did. You know, that excites me. That really got me turned on. That got everybody turned on. Look what's happening here. You know, it's just like a fire when it starts real small and it just keeps spreading. Well, you know, we talked about respect. Well, I'm going to get my respect. I'm going to earn that respect live.
They're getting turned on at the Clash of the Champions. This is the horniest show we've seen in a long time.
Mr. Wonderful and Arn Anderson, the Clash of
Paul Orndorff's getting turned on.
To stay by JYD.
Yes. Okay, Jim, let me just start talking right now. Paul's talking about respect. I'm talking about a new attitude. Everybody in the NWA's got a new attitude.
Sting is really turned on, man.
And we are tired scared of Ric Flair and the Horsemen.
Crank his knob
Taking
right
on a new
off.
attitude. We're
Shout
gonna
out to
put
my
into
pal
it.
Blake.
JYD was first, and Clash of the Champions. I'm
Very
gonna show
horny
up
streams
and
we've
help
had.
out
Not on
just the
purpose.
same manner.
Not on
Woo!
purpose.
And I just can't wait, Rossi.
JYD gets a chance of a lifetime to wrestle for the heavyweight championship of
Hey,
the
Sting,
world.
could you
I know
cut
you're gonna be
JYD's
there to make
promo
sure the
for him
Horsemen
too?
Do not interfere.
I know just how much
That is
the world
fucking
title
crazy.
means
And a
to
true
somebody
fact,
like
Cecil
Lex Luger.
drops
Now,
here.
JYD,
Sting has
I
been
know
put
how
through a
much it meant to
table
me, so
by
yeah,
Daddy
Rossi,
Magic.
I'm gonna be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's all going to happen on June 13th, live here on TBS. Clash of Champions. Respect time. Mr. Wonderful will take on Arn Anderson, and Sting will be there as well. World Championship Wrestling, everyone. Before we see the new World Tag Team Champions in action, let's hear their
Cowboy Bob Orton's going to kill us, apparently.
I've been joined here by Theodore R. Sugar Ray Long and the Team of Doom, the new tag team
Yeah,
champions. of the
how
world.
much do you think the
Congratulations.
Sears Portrait Studio charged him for all these promos?
World Tag Team Champions. Now, I've got one thing to say. History has been made in the National Wrestling Alliance. Now, I'm right up there in the rankings with Nelson Mandela, Booker T. Washington, Dr. George Washington Carver. I'm right in the ranks with them because history has been
ranks?
created. You're looking at the first
What are we ranking?
NWA Tag Team Champions. Now, I've got another prediction I want to make. I was contacted by the officers of James Brown. He's the godfather of soul, and now I'm the godfather of professional wrestling. So, Mr. Cornette, you can talk to the Soul Brothers Doom.
James Brown had his secretary call Teddy Long. Hey, I'm not going to sue you if you want to use my name.
Make sure you remain the godfather of soul. And another thing, we're going to create another event in history. We're going to make sure that we hold these belts.
Yeah, Teddy, and another thing, you can tell every car ride these guys had. Hey, you mind if I do my promo again? Yeah, sure, just don't look us up.
This ain't no street fighting. This ain't no cheering section. When you get in that ring with Doom, be prepared to fight.
Now let's see Doom in action.
Can't touch this. Teddy's like, can I squeeze horn? Can I air horn? The air horn. Shoehorn one more pop culture reference in there.
This is the team of Hacksaw Butch Reed and Ron Simmons. Here is Doom.
What a good song.
In the ring, their opponents from Tampa, Florida, weighing 234 pounds, Tim Parker. And his partner is from Mooresville, North Carolina.
So wait.
Weighing 224 pounds.
We just saw these guys wrestle the Freebirds for like 9 minutes, and then they're replaying their match from the previous week, where Doom kicks their asses. Did they cut something from the Freebirds match? That they're having to replay a whole match from last week?
Jim Ross and Jim Cornette back with you here on World Championship Wrestling, and we've asked the ladies.
They might have had to have cut something out.
And our surprise has been it's known.
So if that's what we saw, imagine how much worse that fight got.
And he wants to be the first black man to be the heavyweight champion of the
if you
world.
had your theme music to walk out to, oh gosh, Doom. Midnight Express song is great, but Doom is a better like hype up song.
JYD showed exactly what he was made of, and I think JYD will.
Let's say in the ring, we're not looking at them when you're talking, Teddy.
And I tell you what, I think you, Mr. Cornette, had a surprise of your life also.
I'll tell you what, I was surprised to see Junkyard Dog back, but I'm not surprised to see what he did in the ring, because I know that Junkyard Dog is a bad son of a gun, but at the same time, he's palling around with...
Oh, I would love when the ring announcers would announce the Team of Doom. Oh gosh.
World Tag Team Champions, and the man who manages...
Again, it sounds terrible when you have to remind people that you made it all the way to 1990 and had not crowned Black Tag Team Champions yet. I do too know you stick it. It made it seem more real when Teddy would talk to the camera guy and not the camera.
On Father's Day night, June 17th, as a special referee in a big main event too. I'm sure that all the fans in the Omni are going to
love Jerry Pricer. Yeah, good job. Good bump.
Well, it's going to be a real pleasure being there, and I can guarantee you one thing, that law and order will be upheld, because as you well know and all the fans know, that I like good wrestling, and that's exactly what's going to take place.
I don't know that.
The reason why.
I don't think it's
again, for all I know, you like
sitcoms.
You're a masked man, Mr. Wrestling too. Just because you wrestle doesn't mean you like good wrestling.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about it, because I went out and bought me a license, and the license says that I can get in that ring.
I bought me a license. Corruption.
As far as concerned, Ole Anderson, the Four Horsemen, I don't care what they say.
I'm
there.
Yeah, Cecil's a wrestler and he hates good wrestling. Doesn't want to watch good wrestling.
And the World Tag Team Champions are so dominant here.
Winners, the World Tag Team Champions, the Team of Doom.
The big showdown, the Road Wars and the Horsemen still to come here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, wrestling sucks.
But live at the
Okay, wrestling is the worst
on
wrestling.
June 13th, the Steiner brothers get a rematch for the World Tag Team Championship. A lot of fans didn't like the way that match happened. Teddy Long was involved. I hope this time the best of luck to both of you.
You know, Dumb and Dumber and that turkey neck Teddy Long, you know.
Turkey neck?
Who cares what happened? You know, we went out there and we wrestled hard. And if they got to cheat, they got to cheat. But when it comes up next time, things are going to be different. I guarantee you that.
Doom is a great team. They're carrying your titles, the fans will say.
You know, Jim Ross.
They look like the 40-year-old actors that would get hired to be background extras and Saved by the Bell.
A different way to be world champions. Me and my brother did it our way. Doom, you did it your way. But the way you won, me and my brother wouldn't accept a victory like that. Charleston, South Carolina, Clash of Champions. You guys are going to champions, but we're leaving South Carolina, the World Tag Team Champions. Bank on it.
Fans, it's going to happen live right here on TBS Wednesday.
Jim, am I allowed to cuss?
8:05 Eastern Time.
Exactly, Corey. You could tell Rick's the cool, chill brother
it will be the
because of his backwards
the
hat.
Road Warriors right after we come back on TBS.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. It's a special challenge match for World
What's so
Championship
special about
Wrestling. Introducing first, Team Number 1. They're members of the Four Horsemen. Introducing first from the great state of Minnesota.
I love that they tried to present it like there was an air of mystery as to who was wrestling.
His partner, he's from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing 270 pounds, Barry Windham.
I do wonder when Scott just lost all the ability to enunciate. We're pretty close to it now. Also, I love that they wore the ring jackets for the promo, but then they came out and no ring jackets. Didn't even wear the shoulder pads. You can tell they're on their way out.
Randy, don't call me Pee-wee. Anderson is the official for this one.
And stop calling him Pee-wee. Big fan of Paul Ellering wearing the free jacket he got from Battle of the Belts, which was a TV special like 2 years before this.
He was just reaching for his wallet. He was going to flip some of these rednecks out here in the audience a few quarters, maybe so I can go and have a decent
Yeah, don't bring your ring gear out because the only cop we have is busy clearing out his head from the trauma of that fight earlier.
Of the Legion of Doom.
Come on, Arn, show your booty.
And cheap shot there by Arn Anderson. Get the early advantage on the Legion of Doom. Arn Anderson to the far side. Billy puts on the brakes. Uh-oh. Look behind you, Double A. Whoa!
Oh my God. Oh no, poor Arn. It is a man's body he just did that with. That's how you treat luggage, not Arn Anderson.
Trying to get the Legion of Doom off balance a little.
Modern day Richard Karn would be a great young Arn Anderson. I was over at my mom's a couple weeks ago, and my grandma watches this channel when she's there. This was probably a month ago, because the last time I was there, my grandma wasn't there. But she watches this channel that's like just old westerns, and the commercials are all like either like Medicaid scams or old TV stars promoting like dick pills. Oh, and Charlie Kirk like rip-off charities. But there were like 2 Richard Karn commercials in a row, and one of them he literally is. It's for like a hose that has like 3 ends on it or whatever, and like it dissolves up. Hey, I'm Richard Karn, and I love my hose.
Very quickly, and nailed from behind, and now Barry Windham front face lock. Barry Windham. Wait a minute. I can't believe it. Animal came out, unfazed, a press slam.
Hell yeah. That is a big, again, I know cooperation is there, but still. Could you imagine the NWA Performance Center? Just like a bar. Oh shit, you sell the Richard Karn hoses at Big Orange. I hope you also love Richard Karn's hose. There's a giant fucking dude standing in front of the camera. You cannot get over Sid. This is the beginning of summer. This building's probably not air conditioned. And he's wearing the full three-piece suit, buttoned up all the way, on his giant neck. Now pull down his pants. Yes, that was the cutoff. Was Animal pinned him and he goes, ow, my eye.
The Horseman now controlling the tempo and controlling the Legion of Doom. It's the Horseman with the advantage.
Ooh, nasty.
The Legion of Doom. The Horseman showing their superiority right here at this point in time in the match.
Brother, I'll tell you what, I have never seen anybody pick Animal up and drop him in like that back suplex, and there was a heck of a right hand to the jaw.
Power move by Barry Windham.
He used his own move to get him. Whoa.
Great strength by Animal. Tag made. Here comes Double A, Arn Anderson.
Grab him by the waistband, baby.
Of Road Warrior Animal. Stomping away viciously at that big chest.
Yes, Twiggy during the Mystery Wrestling intermission did talk about being in the new shit. Told the full story of Sid having the little person up on the chair painting him. They also talked about Kurt Lauderdale.
Windham very quickly back in. Animal.
And it's not the chat that brought Kurt Lauderdale up, it was Unai.
I haven't seen the Road Warriors challenge like this.
Told the whole story about the night that he was arrested at an IWS show. Just taking bookings after he had killed that girl.
I can't believe Windham didn't go down.
Oh!
He went down there, but so did Animal.
The Horseman had the advantage for the last time.
I love that the spider is still in place.
Behoove to make a tag.
This crowd is going nuts. We can hardly hear each other. The crowd is going so wild over the man.
Yeah, I love how insane intermission talk can get. I'm a big fan also of Junior Benito's post-show press conferences. I love that they've added the graphic to it as well, of all the topics he will be discussing.
Animal has been creating some breaks, but he hasn't been able to capitalize on them.
Oh.
What a collision there.
My grandma used to be really into Game Show Network until she found the old Westerns. You all see that kid in the crowd? Fuck you, Sid Vicious. Fuck you.
Oh, that was another break for Animal that he wasn't able to capitalize on. He needed a tag.
I'm not seeing the lawyer ads now. Sid trying to react to things like a manager is so funny. Because he's like, do I emote or am I Sid? Brother.
Flying shoulder block by Hawk. Into a neck breaker. Hawk now showing all the offense.
Showing all of it, but not showing Arn Anderson's butt like I want him to.
But Arn Anderson interrupted the count. Animal just
get out of here, fucker.
to the concrete. But Anderson tough. He's right back on the apron.
Sid took off his jacket. He's not being polite anymore. He's being real. He punched him once and then let Randy Anderson actually separate him. Wait, what? Is the match still happening? I'm so confused. Randy Anderson called for the bell. But then Sid's like, fine, I'll just leave the ring. If you'll keep the match going, I'll just get out of here. And Randy Anderson's like, okay, cool.
Breaking down all
I'm sorry, Randy. I get excited sometimes. And Randy Anderson's, I think, still trying to call the match off. But Ole runs out, and he's like, Randy, that's not the finish. You fucking idiot. And then he sees Arn pull the leg. There are like 4 different things that have happened that should have been the finish. And they just stop halfway through. So they wrestled for another minute just to do the same thing. This is such a mess. I love it. Paul Orndorff had to run in from the crowd. God, he's skinny. Like, Paul Orndorff looked like a teenager jumping in there. Yeah, I think maybe Ole was supposed to run in. Because you kind of see him awkwardly, like, tiptoe to the ring in the background. Yeah, I don't either. So this era where it's like, hey, I gotta protect my spot, because anytime I can go to a new territory. Nowadays, TV guys will let indie guys pin them for a 24 count spread out over 12 pins.
Rue's Move of the Week features Flying Brian Pillman. Pillman, an aggressive athlete who every time he goes in the ring will show you an array of moves, including high-flying, high-elevated drop kick.
Seriously, I could not believe
who makes it exciting to watch him in action.
That
Remember, shoes for your feet,
when you got to do not the Tozawa 1 count, but 0. Or Johnny Mystery doing his usual finish twice. He had to go to the super finish for the 1 count. And his opponent, a Brillo pad. Mark Kyle, the best wrestler in all of UCW. No, Horsemen and Warriors was not the main event. We still had to get this Mark Kyle match in.
All our great production staff doing a phenomenal job documenting one of the wildest events that we have seen in a long time. I'll tell you something, the Clash of Champions 9 days away is going to be, as they say,
fan-fucking-tastic.
I'll tell you what, that last match, as you say, Jim, it just broke down, didn't it?
Sure did, boy.
I didn't know
that's awesome that you did not find out it was John before the day before. And that he was game for all that stuff. Like, I know that he's into weird shit. In the ring, I'm not sure about outside of it. But in the ring, I know he's kind of a quirky guy. But it was awesome.
With his knees still not fully recovered, he could have had that thing cut out from under him, and he would have been finished forever.
Hey, man,
what was he doing?
He pulled on my little shorts.
It's called unity. And if the Horsemen can double and triple and quadruple team, then some other guys, namely the men you mentioned, Sting and Luger.
Look at that body here.
Dog, the Steiners. They're going to stand
it was
together.
A dream match for him.
For the fans and for
I love it. I'm telling you, Cecil, you're gonna start becoming a dream match for people. Because your clips are going around so much.
Scott Steiner in a single match. His brother,
you never, like, you've told me some of the weird people that have seen your stuff.
His brother Rick Steiner, of course, the mental midget of the Steiner family, but Scott.
This week in history, thanks to Stephen J. Neptune Man, the Orioles beat the Yankees on the baseball field, and the #1 movie in America was Total Recall. 3 titties, 1 woman.
The World Tag Team Champions now, and they go by the names of Ron Simmons and Butch Reed, the Team of Doom.
They'll meet in that big rematch at the Clash 11, Coastal Crush. Wednesday,
Hell yeah.
June 13th, 8:05
I
Eastern
cannot
Time,
wait, Cecil.
live right here.
If it's the most insane idea you've ever had.
It's hard to believe this is the 11th Clash. The
Shit,
first
man.
one was March 27th, 1988. I had the privilege of working that one, my good friend Tony Schiavone, and this will be number
It'll be the
11.
Ruse match of the year.
Number 11 has in common with number 1.
The Ruse move that we should have been the crowd fight.
The Midnight Express were still U.S. Tag Team Champions back then.
Snapmare by Scott Steiner. Of course, they're going to
Like the spot here should be that he lets go of the chin lock and because it tickles him.
Do a little scouting. Innocent scouting, right?
That's exactly right. Just like Junkyard
Red Wolf Sam, we've talked about it here. Cecil almost did. I mean, he did extra work. He's done extra work there. But Cecil told the story, so I feel like it's okay to tell. Cecil almost wrestled Katsuyori Shibata once on an ROH taping. Big Brother.
He's not gonna let his brother be out here alone,
rubbing himself.
Like 3 vultures circling the ring.
Look at Rick Steiner. He can't even put his t-shirt on right side out.
It says real bad, like you wouldn't do that in a small town vibes.
We don't have to wait till the Clash 11.
What if Mark Kyle wins?
Taking a shortcut here. Scott Steiner a little detained and preoccupied by Doom being here. And Big Mark Kyle
That would be a great gimmick. Wrestler that's too hairy to wrestle.
This would be if Mark Kyle beats Scott Steiner here on World Championship Wrestling. And it's very...
Yeah, if you go back, I just learned this when Cecil mentioned it recently. The Adam Copeland Christian Cage street fight where Cope grabs the hockey jersey. Cecil's the guy he took the jersey from. He takes the starch out of him.
Are ready for Doom now. Again, as far as the brothers from Michigan are concerned, they don't have to wait until June 13th. Front face lock.
Hell yeah, check out Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling in Muncie, Indiana this Saturday with our own Zach on commentary, ring announcing. He'll probably sell you popcorn if you ask. Go check that out. If you're not near Indiana, oh shoot! Frankensteiner. It's on YouTube. Zach produces that also. Yeah. Those early Frankensteiners are bonkers. Guys would take them like pile driver bumps.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a good argument for something. I don't know what. Maybe euthanasia.
For something. It's a good argument for something. Who knows?
He's about the luckiest guy I know. The Steiner brothers to face Doom at the Clash of Champions, June 13th. I'm speechless. Holy man.
I'm speechless too.
What a tremendous move by Scott Steiner, that Frankensteiner. Unbelievable.
I'm still dizzy. I don't even want to say anything because I got some good friends of mine over here, Jim. I think we ought to talk to the World Tag Team
Good friends of
Champions.
his.
My head hurts.
Well, I'll tell you something. Here comes Doom, and
Here comes
they
some
are standing
podcasters.
by. We've only got a few moments here left, Theodore. The Steiners, I guess you got to admit, they look awesome.
Well, let me tell you something about the Steiners. The Steiners look just like what they are, the scums of the earth. Now, rock and
The
roll
Stums of the Earth? He combined like 4 phrases there.
There's nobody that's going to step in the ring with the Soul Brothers.
I think this is the same stage they used for this Japan Superstar. I hope so. I hope they flew over the stage.
I want you to know that I've been Sugar Ray Long. I've been dancing.
Dude, you were at the Indiana Beach show? I'd heard about that. And I saw that you had posted that Grandma took her eye out of her skull. But I did not know that that was the Indiana Beach show.
There were no rules broken when we beat the Steiners, and everybody can attest to that saw that show. And another thing, Godfather, we're gonna make
That is the same outfit he wore in the clip from last week. I mean, to be fair, I will sometimes wear the same shirt a few streams in a row. I do laundry, though.
With you. Don't forget the Power Hour this Friday night. So long for Jim Cornette. I'm Jim.
All right, bye. Bye, Jim. All right.
World Championship Wrestling has been brought to you by Western Union.
Western
Why send money
Union.
any other way? And by Nintendo Entertainment Systems.
Oh, yeah.
Now
All right, so we're going to move on. We got another episode, much shorter episode to close out the stream. But before we do that, I'm back Sunday for Off the Grid on YouTube and Twitch Live. And here's what we're watching then.
Yeah, because the big bald boy is coming into Houston. My cousin, yeah, we're going to tag team and we're going to put them down. 1, 2, 3. Tell them, Frankie. The 3 little pigs just like the little pigs.
All right, so that is Sunday. It was suggested in the Discord. It was already on my list, but since the Discord recommended it, I'm like, brother, we got to do this. It's Kismet. There was another promotion suggested in the Discord today, and they are going to the front of the list as well. So that's Sunday, but right now we got some boys wearing shades because they are probably drunk as fuck. It's pretty dead on RPH.
Junkyard Dog has found himself in a real position here. You can't get any help of your own kind, so what you're doing is you're taking
That's not okay to say that, Barry.
And Orndorff are not going to get it done.
That's...
When the Horsemen step into a situation.
Hell yeah,
Everything is
Red
well
Wolf
in hand.
Sam.
We know exactly how to take care of our
Yeah, I don't like that comment. That comment's very bad.
This program is brought to you in part by Western Union.
Let's see if I can make the trash can. Oh, so close.
Now you're playing with power. And by Rouge.
I would not say Barry is so cool here right after he just made a real racist comment, but to each their own.
The following contest is a special tag team event. Introducing first, making their way toward the ring.
The Rock and Roll Express. They could not seem any fucking older here.
440 pounds.
Ricky Morton's like 70 now, and does not feel as old as he does in this clip, in this match, in this moment. Look at the guy in the front row. Fuck you, Ricky Morton. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh shit, Cactus Jack and Dutch Mantel. An AEW broadcaster and a YouTuber teaming up to bring down the Rock and Roll Express. Cactus Jack with the old lady bathing suit strap on the back of his singlet. I don't think Jim Ross knew what the Nintendo was. I don't think Cornette knew. Tony Schiavone, though, big gamer. Even back then, he loved his Nintendo and his Sega.
Many of you fans have written us letters about our color analysts, and this week I've invited Lex Luger to join us. The total package will be providing some color
God, if only Sunny Trout pops up here.
Plus, we'll see Mean Mark in action.
AKA Slutty Trout. This was taped in Roanoke, Virginia. Thank you, Fried McGriff.
And much more on this program of World Championship Wrestling.
10 days before there.
Cactus Jack all the way to the post.
Hot crowd.
The Irish whip and Robert Gibson with a nice wrist lock.
It's McGee. Thank you for the follow.
Cactus Jack wrecking the eye.
You think that, like, in the locker room, anybody ever tried to stick together Dutch Mantel and Mark Kyle like Velcro? Like, hey guys, just like rub your backs. See if you can't split apart. Tony would be great on Twitch. Because he would just block everybody. Like, you show up in the chat, even if you're nice, he would block you.
Sunrise, Florida, the Sunrise Music Theater. And also tomorrow night.
Hair for the gold world.
And then this Monday, I'm looking forward to seeing all of our great fans.
Always impressed by how little body hair Mick Foley would grow.
That begins at 7:30.
He seems like a guy that you'd think would be hairy, but he's really not as hairy as his demeanor would suggest.
Distracting Robert Gibson long enough for Cactus Jack to send him outside, and now Mantel taking advantage. Mantel and Cactus Jack, a very unorthodox, and I would think a very capable duo. Lateral press after the suplex. And
I love that Ricky's just on the top rope. Like, all this talk of, like, old timers talk about, like, the tag rope and shit. And Ricky Morton's just standing on the top rope.
A match just added, I'll talk to him about it later, will be Lex Luger meeting Big Sid Vicious. That's Luger and Vicious. It's been added to the card for Wednesday night. Tag made. Here comes Cactus Jack back in to continue his onslaught on Robert Gibson.
Cactus Jack, aka, like we discussed, gender swap Peg Bundy.
Double axe handle for the second turnbuckle. And Robert Gibson in trouble. A very tough match. Just about 5 days away. For the Rock and Roll Express as they will wrestle their own.
There we go. Pick his
Jim
nose.
Cornette's Midnight Express for the United States Tag Team Championship in one of the many phenomenal
Oh, good call, Rudrick. Dutch Mantel's wrestled a bear. Tracy Smothers has wrestled a bear. Scott Steiner wrestled Mark Kyles, so he wrestled a bear too. Mick Foley didn't do a lot of bear hugs. A rare bear hug from Mick Foley. Beef Wellington teamed with the bear. He wrestled it first and then he teamed with it. Both in Canada and in America for Chikara. Cactus Jack is kind of in between. Like, he's not like an enhancement guy, but he's not then when he comes back in 91, that's when he really becomes Cactus Jack, you know. Yeah, Cactus Jack's about to quit the company. One of the few guys to do the whole bet on himself thing in the early 90s. Like, though he actually bet on himself, he didn't just get fired and then go, man, I'm gonna bet on myself. Well, you don't really have much of a choice, do you? No, Cactus actually quit a TV job to go build his name on the Indies. And then he quit the TV job again to go rebuild his name in Japan, in ECW, and on the Indies. Not the best Russian leg sweep.
By Cactus Jack. Again, going for the pin, but to no avail.
There's these teenagers in the front row that are furious at the Rock and Roll Express for existing. Sunrise Music Theater.
And Wednesday night live on TBS, Clash of Champions 11.
Clash of Champions.
Rocky King, I know you're a happy man. This Wednesday night Clash of Champions, your main man, the Junkyard Dog.
Clash of Champions. Sounds like fucking mobile game.
Because the four Horsemen, they're so scared. They running wild, they scared. Ole Anderson, you better look out. Because my main man, Sting, Lex, and JYD gonna take you down, baby. Better believe it.
Hey, Eric. Hello. Rocky King got a lot of promos during this like month-long period. Big fan of the Sting kid clapping like one of those like wind-up monkeys. The kid that's like, I am gonna run wild. I'm gonna run scared. Yes. Hey, Sting. Church twinsies.
I'm going to be there, maybe ringside, to watch and make sure that those naughty little horsemen are good.
Ooh, naughty little horsemen. Will you tie them up like Stan Hansen? Eric, thank you for for subscribing. Much appreciated.
Right after this on TBS.
Some more Mean Mark. He's mean and he's naked. Why has Paul always walked like that? That's not a recent thing. Oh shit, someone took a swing at him. Oh, he's pissed. Awesome. Oh, poor dad of somebody. Oh my god. Dude, he did the Trevor Lee spot. Holy shit. The cave-in, I think Trevor called it. Where you jump up and double stomp the dude running at you. It's fucking crazy. Hell yeah, Eric. Glad to have you here 3 months in Tommyville. I'm still blown away. Dude's fucking 6'9", and he's in 1990. He invented a cool move.
As you will see live, exclusively here on
the dad from Innocent is getting beat up.
That's an Eastern time start. 7:05 for you fans in the Central time zone.
Oh! Ooh!
This man is 6'9", 320 pounds. As you heard Gary Capetta's introduction.
Yeah, it's crazy that Ole Anderson was like, this guy will never do anything in wrestling.
Rocky King, I'll tell you, The Rock may not have the greatest one-loss record in wrestling, but he is one happy dude.
Well, we're glad to have you tonight, Eric. The damn man keeping you down.
And Sting who has led the superheroes.
Yeah, this poor guy was probably a father in the audience. Before the show, Gary Michael Capetta's like, hey, does anyone want to get in the ring tonight? This guy's like, yeah, why not? So they give him a singlet, he goes out to the ring and has to wrestle an angry Mark Callis who got swung on by a fan before the match. Yeah, what if that was the guy that started the fight last week? They're like, oh man, you're real tough, we gotta get you in the ring.
What a power forward he was in the Lone Star Conference. This All-Stater, a native of Houston, Texas. And he has got that gloved right hand. It certainly leads to a deadly weapon. The heart punch. But he also, when he nails it, a man off the top.
Oh, I love this guy. Oh, this is a great enhancement guy.
Max Miles almost out of it here. Really
Max Miles is his name. Great name. Great name, great wrestler. This guy is going places, mostly up and down. Big elbow.
The elbow there. Miles is finished. The Mean Mark, through the leadership, I use that word loosely, of Paulie dangerously, not ready to put the man out of his misery.
This fucker got up. Oh! You should not be able to do that with somebody else's body. Yeah. This squash rules.
Rock and Roll Express will take on the world champions Doom. Flying Brian in the car.
Shit, man.
I'll talk to him. We'll see Stan.
He's max kilometers north of the border. Apparently we have a pirate in the front row.
Phenomenal hour this Sunday night at 6:05. Uh-oh, here comes that heart
punch.
Getting him ready for it. Boom! There it was. Max Miles.
Boom.
He's dead meat there. And Mean Mark.
Wallace Shaw's getting his ass kicked. Poor Wallace Shawn. I love Wallace Shawn.
I'm going to be talking to Paulie and Mean Mark a little bit later in the program. Watch this elbow drop. He walks the top rope, drops 320 on Max Miles. Mean Mark.
That was some good shit.
Wednesday night.
Here's your winner, Mean.
Love. He always points at the camera like, "Hey, I'm on television."
Here's another look at the devastating move. This man, one-on-one with Flying Brian.
You know that if Max Miles is still alive, he brings his neighbors over all the time. Hey, you want to see me wrestle The Undertaker?
Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, Clash 11, live on TBS.
Oh shit, they're back. Arn took off the jacket. They probably filmed this last week.
Mr. Wonderful. You'll see Sid Vicious and Lex
Hey, my
Luger,
contract is up to him. Vince, look at me.
Dog will challenge Ric Flair.
You know, first and foremost, Junkyard Dog is going to need all the help that he can get because the World Heavyweight Champion is not going to bow down to a man that's lesser than him. The man needs all the help that he can get.
Oh, that's right. This is the Clash where Lex and Sid only get 30 seconds.
Believe me, it won't happen.
Yeah, Arn and the Blue Blockers.
This guy, Doug Furnace, goes, the world's strongest man. He's a little short on smarts, if you know what I mean. And the Horseman can take care of him easily. I'm sick and tired of the collusion.
The collusion?
I don't know who died and made JYD, made Sting, made Luger, and made Orndorff the guardian angels of the National Wrestling.
No, they're not the guardian angels. Ray Traylor is.
You want to jump on the Horseman? It's a Clash. The theory is plain and simple.
Maybe dudes with attitudes, but Sid was big bucks and a tux.
Unless you're an elite individual. You don't become a Horseman unless you earn it.
I don't think Sid has blinked the entire promo.
I don't know who think you are. I think the old saying goes, vengeance is mine.
Look at JR there.
Vengeance is mine. Sting, Luger, JYD, Paul Orndorff. So on the national format, you want to jump on us at the Clash, well and good.
Sid's
in this
like,
Rocky King,
chomp.
this human licorice stick that comes out here walking and talking, mentioning my name on national television. I'm your better. Where I come from, we don't associate with your kind.
Oh no, Arn.
You mention my name, my friend, you'll get
no,
squashed.
buddy.
That's the bottom line.
And we'll be back with Mr. Wonderful right after this timeout.
No, Arn. Why'd you have to do it? You got through almost the entire fucking promo.
It is set for one fall.
Yeah, shout out to Sid for being the only one that doesn't say anything fucking racist.
Tampa, Florida, weighing 242 pounds.
Mr. Wonderful. In between his stints working literally everywhere else.
His opponent in the ring from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Barry Horowitz, baby.
31 pounds. Barry Horowitz.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as
Horseman did have that swastika shirt at the time, yes. With the horses' heads. Yeah, that they did.
We have a lot to talk about, but the fans, I'm sure, are very concerned, as we all are. How are you physically after?
Yeah, Paul Orndorff was in the NWA for a few months. He was a member of the Dudes with the Attitudes. That is... I just got that RBH. Though at this time, honestly, both of Paul's arms are looking a bit skinny. Though again, they're bigger than mine will ever be, but...
I'll tell you something, that is great news.
Oh, Barry, yeah, Barry. Of course Barry was in the NWA. He worked enhancement matches everywhere. You need someone to lose a match, Barry Horowitz is your guy.
What do you think about the unity? I think it's wonderful.
You know, the Horsemen have shown that their strength in numbers. A lot of guys are disgusted what's going on, from Capital Bomb Combat, myself especially, and a lot of the wrestlers out there are starting to take a stand together. Paul Orndorff is one. I've admired his wrestling for a very long time. He's always been one of the top athletes in super shape. I'm glad to see him out there. Junkyard Dog, Sting, myself, and we're uniting, we're coming together, and I feel very good about that.
Paul Orndorff for the arm bar on Barry Horowitz. Orndorff will take on Arn Anderson, the enforcer of the Horsemen. But I tell you something, since your injury,
I tell you
know you're
something.
coming back very slowly, but Lex, to step back into the fire against a monster, a man that is bigger than you, Sid Vicious, 6'9", 325, he'll be your opponent Wednesday night. Why such a tough competitor to start off?
I'll tell you what, I'll put him over right now and tell you what it is. Sid Vicious is the greatest physical specimen I've seen come to this sport in many
I don't know if Barry Horowitz won any matches in this run, but he did get teamed up on a few occasions with, like, the Dutch Mantels and the Moondog Rexes of the world. Oh! Wild bump.
And let me tell you, when I'm in that state of mind, I'll take myself against anybody.
And you know, as sure as that man knows, Paul Orndorff, that in all probability it's
going
to be Lex one-on-one.
He did the Tony Storm, the running hip attack.
Here on TBS.
Well, we're going to be there in full force as well, Jim Ross, and from now on, we're going to start watching each other's backs, just like they do.
Orndorff looks tremendous. What a great physical specimen he is.
Everyone's dropping top rope silly elbows tonight.
A man that has always been a tenacious competitor, no matter who the competition.
Oh.
Great all-around athlete. Has been for a long time.
Oh, he's doing the Hogan. Fuck you, Terry.
Originally from Tampa, now living in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Yes, Fried McGriff, yes.
That wonderful pile driver. It won't be so wonderful for Barry Horowitz.
Ooh.
And he stuffed him there. That may be what Arn Anderson will have in store Wednesday night.
There's no getting up from that, baby.
Here's your
Yeah.
winner, Mr. Wonderful.
You are fans. And yeah. Remember me? I wrestled Hulk Hogan. This is my Hulk Hogan thing. Come on, Hulk Hogan.
Perfectly executed pile driver. Something Arn Anderson must be
Orndorff looks into the camera. Keep it up, Keenan family.
We'll take another look at it here in just a moment.
Nobody in the sport does it any better. It is your classic pile driver.
Is that Lex Luger that's been on commentary?
Uses great leg strength to really plan his opponent. Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, one of the superheroes, if you will.
They say that Paul Orndorff's like the money order of wrestling.
Johnny Ace meets Barry Windham next.
Oh, wow. Johnny Ace. As if this stream could not be problematic enough. Hey, that's childhood Sam Reich. I love this sound effect / song. Back in my day, we had to go to the store to send people money. Venmo? Back in my day, it was get your butt off the couch. During this run is when Vader had the skull staff. I'm sad he didn't keep it.
The following contest, it is set for one fall. First, making his way toward the ring, representing the Horsemen from Sweet Boy,
Barry Windham with his sweet Hulk Hogan headband.
68 pounds.
Yeah, imagine if Mean Mark stuck around, they totally would have done Vader and Mean Mark, either in a team or in the singles.
In the ring, from the city of Sunshine, weighing 238 pounds.
A sex criminal! Oh, I mean Johnny
It'll be
Ace.
an outstanding contest here, ladies and gentlemen, on World Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, do you think Barry, like on his last night with the WWF's like, I'm gonna steal this from the merch stand and then just wear it for a year?
Well, it's great to hear that the total package is at 100%. He will take on Big Sid Vicious Wednesday night at the Clash. That man, Barry Windham, will meet the world's strongest man, Doug Furnas. Nice arm drag takeover by Barry Windham.
Barry's like, why are you me but shitty?
And Windham already trying to bully Johnny Ace around.
You know, he's asking the ref why he is him but shitty.
Those are very unique odds as far as the Horsemen are concerned.
Who must he? Thank you for the follow.
Windham very confident, very cocky.
So we're gonna go a bit past the top of the hour tonight. Hey, Who Musty, glad to have you in the chat. Hope you hang around. I'm gonna go probably about 10 minutes past the top of the hour tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. Got a little bit more show left. Yeah, not a fan of the opponents wearing the same colors, but at least they're wearing different colored boots. Barry's wondering why Betty Landau got so tall.
Real arrogant move there by Windham. Monday night, Fort Pierce, Florida, at the Civic Center. That's at 7:30. Thursday night, we'll be in Jacksonville at the Memorial Auditorium.
Did he kiss him before they switched around? Wouldn't be a Johnny Ace occasion without him forcing himself on somebody. My pleasure, John G-Man. My pleasure. Thank you so much for hanging out.
That remains to be seen in this contest. But Johnny Ace has got great intestinal fortitude and will not fold his head.
This does look like a tag team wrestling each other, or like a brother versus brother match. Whoa! I think the other way around. I think everybody was ripping off Greg Valentine's style. But not at this time, though. He had the black hair, I'm pretty sure.
I think Windham may have overestimated, or should I say, underestimated Johnny Ace.
I don't think you said anything bad about Arn Anderson Winborn. Don't worry about it.
Blatant infraction of the rules, and then rake the eyes. Straight right hand to the handsome face of Johnny Ace.
I don't know if he had a job just because of his brother. I think he kept his job because of his brother. Barry Windham trying his hardest to make Johnny Ace seem interesting. Father's Day Spectacular. Oh.
Windham just dropped Johnny Ace viciously right over the steel railing there. Ace.
This crowd's like, how dare you beat up young version of yourself? Yeah, Johnny Ace was a big deal in All Japan, yeah. And a lot of it's because he was the apple of Mrs. Baba's eye, as some have mentioned in the chat. But there was a period he was good. Granted, not Misawa, Kabashi, Kawada good, but he was good.
Scoop slam by Barry Windham. And the Horseman misses with the elbow.
But this is not that period.
Johnny Ace needs to get back on the attack and get back there quickly. I'll tell you, you might not like the Horseman's strategy.
Oh.
Their philosophy. I don't like it either. But we can't take away that they're the most elite collective group ever in the sport.
It's Arn and Frankenstein's butler.
The leader, Ole Anderson. Ric Flair so irate after having to wrestle Junkyard Dog on Wednesday night, he would not appear on this broadcast. Wait a minute.
There are multiple women in, like, on the other side of the rail telling fans to sit down and shut up. Oh.
Has got to be distracted by that man, the Junkyard Dog. There's Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Do you think Johnny Ace after this match was like, hey, I could be a dude with attitude? I was already a dynamic dude. Just let me have attitude and we'll be good to go.
But there'll be no double teaming on the outside here. There's friends there. Guys that
There's
believe
friends.
in fair play.
Come on, baby. Oh.
Wyndham does not want to let Johnny Ace back in the ring to compete. He wants to maintain the advantage as the Horseman. And over the top rope he went.
I fucking hate that finish. I hate it. I would have been a dude with attitude if it wasn't for Dick Flair. And then some lady in New Zealand would have yelled at me, "Chase me."
There's some gyrations that will make Don Cornelius
Oh my gosh.
the Soul Train happy. The Stinger's happy. There is unity for the superheroes. The Horsemen.
I love that they beat Johnny Ace's ass, or at least Barry did. And the dudes are like, we'll fight you. Nobody gives a shit about Johnny Ace's prone body outside the ring. Yeah, I don't think Sid in a suit could take 7 foot Goth. Thank you, Corey.
And you gave them that name, Junkyard Dog, Sting, and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. And here's another man that's in that group and spirit as
Jim
well.
Ross,
Another
hanging
man
out
that
with
knows
his
the Horsemen
teenage
ever
daughter.
so well, Tommy Rich.
Well, you know, Tommy Rich is a guy that ain't done a lot of things the right way, but to all the kids out there, I want you all to know there is a right way
Rich ain't done a lot of things the right
and
way.
a wrong way to do things.
Never been
Tommy
sober
Rich,
doing
I'm
them
back
either.
on track, and I'm glad to be a part of Paul Orndorff, Junkyard Dog, Lex Luger, the Steiners. You know, the Four Horsemen, they run roughshod for a long time. But with the 90s getting here and the Clash coming,
They're already
I think a
there,
whole lot of things
Tommy.
are going to be happening. And I
Where
think
have you
it's gonna
been
be
for
done
6
the right
months?
way. So I want all the kids, all the wrestling fans out to watch the Clash Wednesday night, because there's going to be a lot of things happening.
It's going to be a big night, ladies.
There's gonna be a
and
lot of
gentlemen.
things
This coming Wednesday
happening.
night, 8:05 Eastern time, and we'll have
What
more
things? We
World
don't know,
Championship
but there'll be a
Wrestling
lot of
right after
them.
this time out.
Not so much quality, but quantity. Yeah, JR's been, for a guy that was never really a facial reaction guy, he was great here.
TBS World Championship Wrestling. What do you got to say now?
I'll tell you what I got to say.
Oh, Kinando, that's a very unfortunate typo, but I know what you mean.
I
Can't I?
believe that you
Yeah.
can let that interference take place. You talk about people that are interfering. What about your so-called superheroes?
You came down first. You came first.
We got a guy.
You came
wrestling in the
first.
ring. We're looking at Barry Windham. One of the horsemen.
I imagine
We're
Jim's
down
heard
there
that
really
before.
To advise, to see, to observe, and you got the superheroes come running down there. Mr. Sting, Mr.
Mr.
Orndorff,
Sting.
and Mr. Junkyard Dog, and then what really?
Jim's like, don't cuss.
You talk to him.
I don't know what project you came from. I don't know who you think you are. But my friend, you have signed your death warrant. Now I know you got the authority.
Yeah, Sid is having quite the match in his mouth with that gum.
I want Rocky King on national television, and it's time for your attitude adjustment today. Can you get that out?
We got the Midnight
Sid did lose the bow tie. This is real business they're doing here.
I'll buy whatever time I gotta get. I'll talk to Coronet. You just see if you get that Rocky King out here. Let's stop him right now.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I am not in this profession for people like Orndorff and Sting.
Orndorff.
To be interfering in my matches. I had things well in hand, and I don't need all these idiots out here clapping and thinking that they're accomplishing something, making those guys happy.
That was not a sentence.
I'm a professional. I get paid for this stuff. I don't have to take this. Steve, you're on the list. Junkyard Dog, you're way high on the list. And Orndorff, you stepped in where you don't belong. So you better watch out because you're going to be paying dues.
Paying dues? Oh no.
If you're the man you say you are, I want you out here right now. It's time to put up or shut up.
And fans, now let's go to the ring. The Steiners will be in action.
Well, you can't do it right now because the Steiners are going to be in action.
It is set for one fall.
Barry created the list. God, the list of Barry would be so much more tolerable.
Total combined weight, 500.
I can't tell who's going to die here.
Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, the Steiner brothers.
Who will they be wrestling? Oh, the teenagers in the front row are flipping off Scott Steiner. That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Trent Knight, aka we already have Brett Armstrong at home, with Ralph Hodges, who is about to die.
The Horsemen are incensed. Arn Anderson wants Rocky King right here on this program. I'll tell you something about
Like, I cannot believe that those teenagers in the front row are trying to tempt Scott Steiner into a fight.
Rocky King's going to accept the challenge. Now Lex Luger's coming back out here to join us. Lex, I want to tell you.
Man, oh man, Jim Ross, I was in the back. I caught the tail end of that on the monitor. At least the guy missed all the fun, boy.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Ooh, shit.
Challenge. Now Rocky King putting on the headset here. Rock, you got a challenge.
Hey, referee, he pulled my mullet.
I'm not no kid. If all want me, I'll be right here today. I ain't going nowhere.
Rock, I want to tell you something. He's a great athlete. Now, your one-loss record's not the greatest in the sport. You know that.
Well, Jim Ross, let me tell you something.
Ooh.
When it comes down to a man got to do what a man got to do. They bad,
That's right.
But I ain't scared, Ross. I'm not scared. I'm here to fight today.
Okay, so you're going to fight Arn Anderson here today.
No, this is the week after. I think that taping. That was the end of that taping. This is Norfolk, Virginia. The following week, another TV taping. This is a way nicer building, which is sad because this isn't exactly a great building either.
Like you say, that feeling's coming around, boy.
I'll tell you, here's two guys.
Even his partners are calling him that. What the fuck?
This Wednesday night, they will have the opportunity to regain those championships because they'll face Doom in a big rematch at the Clash Wednesday night here on TBS.
There's a couple guys I've been on both
His, I believe his singlet's not on backwards. It just is cut weird.
They are exciting that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think Ralph Hodges is gonna die here.
Oh,
okay.
Some of those close times right there, boy. And I've been in
Stop calling him that.
Some of those suplexes are 8 feet in the air and land in the back of your neck. And let me tell you, it don't feel good.
The dog-faced Grandma's got his man upside down.
Oh, this week in history, thank you, Stephen J. Neptune Man. The Yankees beat the Orioles in World Cup action. Italy, the host nation, won its first round match along with the Soviet Union and the United Arab Emirates. The number one movie in America was Another 48 Hours. And the number one song in America was Hold On by Wilson Phillips. Oh my God. I called it.
I've ever seen him. They're going to see an electrified Sting very soon back in that ring. He is right there, Jim Ross.
The dog face. Here comes.
Oh no. Okay, that was relatively safe.
They want to wrestle Doom on national television this Wednesday night, and indeed, they are ready.
Yeah, I think he realized he just needed the released German to kill him. They're like, hey, Trent Knight, you wrestle here more often. We're not going to kill you. You know what you're doing.
Belly-to-back suplex on the second rope.
They didn't replay the German.
Lex, best of luck to you Wednesday night against Big Sid Vicious.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Another great victory for the Steiners here,
Oh,
ladies and
it's
gentlemen, on World Championship
Mean
Wrestling.
Mark
A great
and
victory early in
Paulie's
the hour
fluffy
from
mullet.
Mean Mark and Paul E. Dangerously.
No kidding. You have a question for me, don't you?
What do you call that elbow drop? It's devastating.
The top rope is simply called the heat-seeking missile. See, Mean Mark can lay a guy out anywhere in the ring. He goes to the top
Anywhere?
rope, 6'9", 320 pounds, and then the heat-seeking missile seeks out, and he drops a big elbow right across your neck, right across your throat, maybe right across your face.
Rubbing his hands like a real pervert in the background.
Something for the Steiners to think of, because quite simply, it's the most
Thinking
awesome
about
maneuver
Stan
in
Hansen
professional
tying boys
wrestling
up.
today.
All right, those comments are Paul E. Dangerously.
Fine,
Now I'd
big
like to
meaty
bring
boys.
in the bad man from Borger, Texas.
Up there, Stan Hansen. He was. Oh my God.
I don't know if I want to hang around here or not. You got anything?
Give me that microphone. First of all, I don't
Give me that
stand at
microphone.
the podium with nobody. I don't sit around here and talk about other people. I don't want to share none of that stuff. For a long time, I've been sitting out in the
He's
woods,
pissed off because they made him share promo time with another heel. I love it.
stuck in my crawl thinking about the NWA and all these big-time boys thinking they're better than Stan Hansen.
Yeah, what if that was Stan Hansen's goal this whole time? It's just to kill all the bugs.
And everybody's going to have to deal with it. You, Paulie Dangerously, it doesn't matter who, Sting, you name it. Stan Hansen's here.
Stan versus Burt. Bring Burt in with the baseball bat.
And we'll be right back, kids.
So one of those one of those rooms where you break shit. Up, we're getting Arn Anderson and Rocky King next.
The United
All
States
right,
Tag Team
that's the main
Championship,
event, by the
King
way.
and Jim Cornette's Midnight Express, but I understand you're relinquishing your time.
Let me ask you a question, Jim Ross. You and all these rednecks out here, what do you think it would serve? What kind of purpose for us to come out here and beat up a couple of guys, Arnold Finster and Dirty Dingus McGee, for the past
Dirty
7
Dingus
years,
McGee.
The Midnight Express has beaten team
I
after team,
think I'm going to
every
steal
top
that
team in
name.
professional wrestling.
Cecil, if you're still here,
Champions right now for 1990.
please suggest
Bigger
that
and
name
better
to
than
Uno
ever.
for one
Why
of his
should we come
students.
out here and
Dirty
wrestle? It wouldn't
Dingus
serve us any
McGee.
purpose. I want to see Arn Anderson come out here and whip the bejesus out of Rocky King and prove to that idiot, that nappy-headed goof once and for all,
Oh,
that the Horsemen are what's happening in
no.
professional
Stop.
wrestling, so they can have our time, because I want to see this myself.
I do too, ladies and gentlemen. Jim Cornette's Midnight Express, perhaps.
I
with
do
us
like
this week
the
here on World
explanation that
Championship
this was
Wrestling.
not on the
And,
show,
right now, let's go back
but
up to the
another
ring, and
wrestler
Gary Capetta
gave
and
up,
this big main event.
or another
Arn Anderson
manager
will
gave
take
up his
on
wrestler's
Rocky King,
match
coming up next.
Bet you never won anything in your life, have you?
to open up the spot. I like that a lot better than what they normally do on wrestling shows, which is just pretend like the spot was open.
Making his way toward the ring, representing the Horsemen from Minnesota, weighing 248 pounds. The
Doug Dillinger appears to be confused that there's a wrestling show happening. Yeah, I agree, Yankee Hawk. I don't miss all the words these people say.
Georgia, weighing 221 pounds, Rocky King.
A great ovation for Rocky King, and you can tell by the look on his face that that young man is all business. He knows he's in for the match of his life. He accepted the challenge.
I would not.
And he's in there with
I would not know that. I'm not up on my Sinatra, but thank you, Kevin. This is almost as bad as NWC. Red Wolf Sam,
That
yes.
the Horsemen are superior to Rocky King.
That shade of gray under these dingy lights makes Arn's trunks look so dirty.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, 6:05, the NWA main event. Outstanding main event, Rock and Roll Express challenging the World Tag Team Champions Doom. Stan Hansen, who we heard from, and boy, did we ever. We'll see him in action tomorrow night at 6:05. I tell you, you've got to hand it to Rocky King
Gotta hand it to
for
him.
accepting this challenge.
Going to work every day, and everyone being super racist towards him.
Tactfully as I can, Rocky doesn't have the greatest one-loss record in our sport.
Ooh.
But he has got a lot of guts, a lot of heart. The unity displayed by the superheroes is certainly contagious.
Yo, they were the superheroes at this time.
Mauling Rocky King.
And then I'm sure somebody sent a cease and desist.
Dennis Brent, the editor of the Wrestling Wrap-Up, looks on.
Yeah, it's crazy that we believed Arn Anderson was from Minnesota.
Rocky King fighting back.
Comes in talking like this.
He's winning the hearts of a lot of people. He's the underdog. He's the guy that's not even considered a heavy.
Whereas Mean Mark was the
against Arn
Undertaker.
Anderson. But he's here.
Big
And
difference.
he's fighting with all he's got. Look at him grab that leg. Trying to single leg Arn
Yeah,
Anderson.
this is the exact same spiel
For Rocky King at this
we
juncture
got
of the contest.
last hour about the enhancement guy. He doesn't win a lot, but he's got a lot of heart. He's improving every week. Gonna spit in his mouth. Make this even worse.
And here come the horsemen. Wait a minute. They're hitting the ring on Rocky King. Give me a break. Come on, guys.
Rocky King couldn't do a job? Oh man, doing a powerbomb in a tuxedo, that's some tough shit. Oh, did they have a rope? Oh no. I don't see the rope, but I'm not doubting it. Thank God. That kid is...
Ladies and gentlemen, there is unity in WCW. There is unity. Men will stand up against the Horsemen, and here are three of them.
And that's exactly what this world needs more of. People standing up for each other.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, Horsemen, you saw it, we said it, and we're going to do it.
Paul Orndorff is so excited to no longer be rumored to be dead.
Every dog needs a bone to chew, and this family has found the poor horseman's bone.
And Sting in his windbreaker pants.
Do something, and you know something, Rossi, we did it, and you know something else, we're going to continue to do it.
Yeah, Rossi.
Trying to jump in, sneak attack, all you want, because it ain't going to get you nowhere. Woo!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's all
Whoa.
going down Wednesday night. Clash of Champions, there is unity in WCW.
All right, so before we go, again, Off the Grid Sunday, but of course the mothership's back next Tuesday. WCW Deep Cuts Live, 9 p.m. on Twitch. Here's what we're watching then.
Many years, and you don't get there by being stupid and not planning. And I'm sure Hulk Hogan does have Plan B.
All right, so that does it for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out the last 2 hours with me for WCW Deep Cuts Live. It's been fun, even with all the unfortunate racism we've been witness to tonight. Ugh. 1990, what a year. Before we go, like I always like to say at the end of these streams, brother, I get it, world sucks, I know. I don't like it either, but I think we can get through 7 more days if we just try our hardest. That's all I'm asking. Just get to next Tuesday. Just get there. I think you can do it. I think I can do it. Again, my name is Tom. This is WCW Deep Cuts Live. That's my name down there. That's my URL, my website. It's 11:16 on the East Coast. Go to bed!